What time is it? Oh, doesn't matter what time it is. You already went live.
Yeah, turn the light on. We're almost here.
Yeah, we're like.
Don't look, we're not live yet.
Yep, there's the lights on. Sorry about that. Oh, Kim's turning lights on and off. She doesn't like the background so bright. Maybe she's right.
Work on the contrast a little bit here to get things so you can see.
We're live. Look at that. We're live, and it's 8:59. We're not. We're too early.
We're on time.
We're too early, but that's okay. Mark Silva, I've got to put a coffee. Or I'm already struggling with.
Hello,
coffee.
Mark. Mexican Spec. Did you guys see Mexican Spec today? He was live with his wife, and they are fantastic.
They had a good show.
Crisp. I think it's better than ours now. I'm a little jealous.
Well, they have all those nice looking cars. Ours isn't nice looking yet.
And
ours is a project.
They were joking around with each other and having fun. They made me laugh. I enjoyed it a lot. So thank you, Mexican Spec, for doing that.
So now it's 9. Tavo first. Les the Saber, Buddy Carfano. Mexican Spec. Crash's Roadrunner Garage.
Hello.
Braden.
Hey, Braden. Mean Street Mopar. Yes. All right.
Man, they're all right on the hour.
Tavo was first on the hour. So you get 4. Everybody else's names that we just read gets 3 points. If you are watching and it's not live anymore, I'm awarding you a point for being here. Thank you for checking it out. If you are able, it will make the live easier to follow and more entertaining if you are able to watch the chat replay. But I was checking 2 nights ago. I wanted to rewatch something, and I couldn't get the chat replay to come up. Sometimes it takes 2 days for the chat replay to be available, which is obnoxious. So I apologize. I have no control over that. That's a YouTube thing. Welcome, everyone, to our Saturday Night Live.
The One-Eyed Cat's here.
Hello. That's Don. Welcome in to our Saturday Night Live celebration.
These cough drops are no good.
We'll spit it out.
I need the cough drop.
Okay.
Let's just sit out there.
We are happy to be here. I am Kim of Kim Fixes Things. This is Buff Del Campo, namesake of the channel you are watching, and your host for tonight. We are in the shop because it is a work night. We try and start a little earlier on a Saturday night. But we're the cleanup crew. Everybody else is kind of done streaming. You know, it's past prime time. The good children of the world are going to bed. But, of course, we're still awake.
They might be staying up.
With the other deviants. Heathens assemble, as some people might say. And we're glad that you have stopped in. We award points when people do good things, like show up right at the time we start. But listen, I don't got a database, and I don't keep a spreadsheet. I award the points. You keep track of your points. It's an on your honor system, and one of these days we're going to have a catalog with prizes that you can buy with them points. You'll be able to furnish your entire home with Kim points.
Yeah, Mexican Spec. It's only 8 p.m. there. Yeah, they're on. What do they call it where you are? It's Mountain Time in the U.S.
Western time.
I don't know what they call it in Mexico.
Mexican time.
Well, except Mexico's also kind of wide, and they probably have more than one time zone.
Guys, it won't look like we got much done, but we did a lot of the work up in our brain. You might have noticed on the shorts that we went to the store. We try and recycle as much as we can, but how do you prove the points? AI goes back and watches all of the streams, and then I've done the programming. It knows who's in chat when I state, and then it awards points. So it keeps track. AI knows. Don't try and lie to AI. It is collecting your information. You don't think it is, but it is. So anyways, we were able, and I didn't think we could. He didn't think we could.
You want to show what it looks like before you formed it?
Well, it looked like this. Okay, and then we whacked them on the floor, and magically we got this. No, there was more to it. Actually, I used the vise, and I stuck it in the vise, and I yanked on it a little bit, and then I stuck it on a piece of wood, and I hit it with a hammer. Anyways, we need some form to the lip the top roll of that roof. And if we try and just weld it to the cab, there's a big gap where the cab rolls up around, and make sure it doesn't go to
Oh shit! I missed
advertisement.
that.
I'm trying to tell them.
I know.
Anyways, we need something that we can weld to right at that seam, because that's like important, right? The roof seam, it can't be all flopping around, or we don't want it to get kinked or damaged.
It needs like a rib in there.
So this is going in there. We've got to fit it. We'll get it from both sides to the middle. We'll cut in the middle, and because it's not structural, it's just.
Well, it's sort of. It's a trailing edge.
Mexican Spec is going to ask a silly question.
He's had that sitting there for a while.
Oh, he says ask a silly question. You'll get an answer all right. Spec. So that's like, I think that's lined up for
trailing edge. We don't want it to come back to like a knife edge. You want to, like the Australian one. There's a little like, I don't know what you call it. It's a squared off trailing edge. So it has a little rib like to it. George Daly, fabrication at its best. Good job. Yeah, I don't know. We're going after it. We are on Top Chat most of our live. I don't think we missed anybody though. Oh yeah, I heard that. You guys, you said that was a mistake, but it went well anyway. Yeah, I don't like Top Chat. There shouldn't even be a Top Chat.
Yeah, I think people are generally. Yeah,
Ruth looks very rounded in the middle compared to yours, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. The Valiant's actually more rounded than the Ford, and whatever that thing is. Ranger.
Mexican
the Ranger.
Spec, we understand. We'll just take it out of your pay if you have to go home early.
Oh yeah. You don't get paid for the whole shift. So,
Crash Runner Garage would like to spend his points on a set of points and condensers. That's something we should source out, is points and condensers.
We could sit here and have little cans and make our own. Take some aluminum foil and some plastic and make condensers.
We would do that, but have you seen the price of silver? We can't make points. This silver is skyrocket through the roof.
Instead of giving out points, you'd give out condensers. And then all the young people wouldn't. They go, what is this? Did I put this in my hair? Well, somebody left you a comment.
Really? Where?
On the
on one of the shorts?
No, on one of the long. The last long one you put up, which was you. What was the last long one you did? It was you cutting the back out of the truck, I think, with the.
Oh yes. I was cutting the rear out of the cab to put into this.
I think that's the one.
And if you guys.
No, you know what it was? I think it was the one. I think it was one of the shorts of you bending that thing. I'm really not sure. But somebody
over this way. Just a hair.
Somebody said you had.
Just a hair.
That person has beautiful hair.
Oh, thank you very much.
And you were the only one there. So I left. Oh, it was.
This
on
is
the
our
short.
Project Ute.
It was on the short, and I left a message. I said, "That's Kim. She'll be here live tonight." And I left a link in the two shorts I put up this afternoon. Now that's links to this live stream. So.
Oh yeah, I saw you.
Maybe they'll find it.
Maybe they will. Oh, George Daly's here. Thank you for calling it fabrication at its best. I don't know if it's at its best, but it's at its goodest, maybe.
And then Kim didn't like that thing was black because it just fades in. You put the camera on it, you can't see it.
So, it disappears
So we sanded that a little bit on the sides and shot a little primer gray on it.
There's a little guide coat on there.
Just so we can see it better. But that's, we'll be welding around there. But that thing's in there. I mean, there's welds on both sides, and it's not going anywhere now.
All of us here, welcome in. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so, I mean, we've got the main compartment mocked up, and I've got some plate welded in to hold the two B frames together.
Is that a B and a C pillar? Kind of looks like it, but I think it ends up being one big.
Well, does a single cab truck have a C pillar?
No, it's going to end up being one big sturdy C pillar. People are worried about rollover. That's
It's stronger than it would have been just as a car.
Yeah. It's
or reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, don't roll over is the first rule.
That's the first rule.
Second rule is it doesn't matter what we do. If you roll this over, it's going to be destroyed.
I was telling Tim about a friend of mine. He's a guy that stops in here sometimes. A good old friend. And back in the 70s, he had a Datsun pickup with a fiberglass cap or camper shell, whatever you call it, on the back. And he's driving along and he's dozing off. And he went off into the center divider, which of course woke him up. And he moved the car back in, or the Datsun back into the center divider, or out of the center divider onto the road. But he did it too abruptly and it flipped over. And he said what he saw were just sparks going like this as the truck spun around. And then as it got around, it flipped back right side up again. And he's sitting there, and the cab is bent over like this, and his head's sticking out the window. But what saved him was the fiberglass cap or camper shell. That thing it just had some scratches on it. So that's a pretty beefy thing, having a second thing back there. So
Mr. Speck went to a party without you.
Went to a party
nice.
Without us.
Sometimes it's nice to have a quiet house with some cats.
Sleep quietly with the cats. Oh, we had a cat this morning.
We did. We had a little orange cat.
Big puffy orange cat sitting
very
on
puffy
chair.
Because it was cold.
And he was sitting on a it's like a bar stool we got outside by the gas grill, and he's sitting on that, and I'm thinking that his bottom side was probably warm because that thing's like a cloth foam thing. He was probably staying warm. He saw me and he about ran, and then he looked and he could tell I didn't walk any closer to him, so he just stayed there.
Gearhead is here, and so is Granddad's Junk. Welcome in, guys. It is Saturday night. We are in Clarksville, Tennessee. Luckily, we've got some rain today, but it's a little bit warmer. It's in the low 40s.
Well, we're not in Clarksville.
We are in the Del Campo of Clarksville. We're out in the outskirts.
Out away from Clarksville a little bit, but
close enough that it's the nearest thing.
It's the nearest city we go to.
But far enough away that we have cows as neighbors. We don't live in the big city.
If I had a Mrs. Tabo, she could go to any amount of parties without me. I don't do parties. Yeah, you do shop projects. Hey, look at this. Already, super chat. And we're going to turn on the Studebaker.
Dylan, welcome in. Guys, make sure you're watching.
Get the Studebaker lit up. Thank you.
Levi's Backyard Performance.
And then
the Dartamino. We've talked about calling it the Del Campamino. And it's not a Dart, it's a Valiant. So that Dartamino doesn't work, but nice try.
You get the dance and you get the Studebaker lights.
Tell Brooke I said hello.
Yeah, say hi to Brooke.
Thanks for stopping in. Hope things are well for you. Happy Thanksgiving, even though it's belated.
Still Thanksgiving weekend.
Working. We're going to be doing some welding. Maybe you can give us some pointers.
Oh, can you imagine us welding in front of Levi?
We need. I need my.
I don't have my TIG machine.
I wish we had the TIG.
You know, here's the deal with the TIG.
I don't know how to TIG, but I would like to.
This hand's a little shaky. And you know how TIG is. You got to be able to see well, and I struggle with that now a little bit. And you got to have two steady hands, and I just don't have it anymore. So, yeah, I did a lot of TIG welding back on chromoly back in the day with aircraft. And I guess I'm past that now.
Braden asks, how do I make ad super chat money, or in general, making money on YouTube? So you have to have, is it 500 subscribers?
They have changed it. It's fewer subscribers and fewer
You have
watch
to have
hours.
a certain number of subscribers and watch hours to get monetized to the level where you can get super chat.
Right.
But then, in general, just making money on YouTube, I have no idea because we don't make any money.
It's 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch time hours.
Right, before they'll give you anything.
Before they give you anything on from ads, but you can get super chats from less than that. And Brooke says hello.
And Faith is here. Welcome.
Oh, Faith's here too. Colby Queso's here. Good evening.
Dylan, we don't mind that you are a GM guy because you go fast, and that's fun.
Who's this?
Levi's Backyard
Oh, yeah,
says
okay.
I'm a GM guy. And he says, Brooke says hello. She's watching too.
GM's okay.
And
I've had many GM cars. I kind of like
Mexican
cars for what they are.
says maybe a Scampamino. We've got a lot of suggestions.
Got a lot of suggestions.
You know?
Good weld is one that holds and does the job. It's required to...
Right, the job it's required to do.
Well,
so if it doesn't break, it's a good weld. Have you ever seen the welds where the people stick the wire and then break it off, stick it? It looks like a giant porcupine. I can form a bead. I was welding these plates in on the pillars, and the outside went great. And I came out the next day and I was trying to weld the inside, and it was popping, and it blew a hole, and it was like making these really porous welds. And I was like, what the hell is going? And I didn't clean the paint off very good, and I was like, it must be the paint. And then I realized I didn't have the gas on, so
that's.
I've been doing this too long to be that dumb.
I've done that. I mean, 50 years of working on stuff. I forgot the gas before. Yeah. Kim, when I met Kim, she was doing FlexiCore welds. And I said, you got to try this. You got to try this, because I have a pretty good MIG machine. And she fussed with it a little bit and made some sparks and like some kind of gobby looking welds. And within an hour or so, she's making beautiful welds. You think she ever went back to FlexiCore? I guess if we went outside and we didn't want to haul a tank with us, yeah, we'd use the FlexiCore. But, I support any sort of custom fun. Yeah, let's turn it so Levi can see it. Why doesn't it turn? I don't know. That doesn't want to turn. There. So, now I'm not in the picture, but that's all right. I'll be back in the picture. So that's where we are right now.
I'll move so they can.
Yeah. So, and then the gas cap on the side was one of these guys.
And
Dylan, it was one of these things on the side of that Valiant, and the problem with that is that the gas tube makes just a straight shot down to the gas tank through the trunk. Well, if you got a pickup bed in there, yeah, it's just a straight shot. So if you got a pickup bed in there, that can't go shooting through the middle of the pickup bed. So we got the hose and everything off the Ranger, and it just curves real nicely down under where the bed's going to be. So we just put this whole thing in there. You want to open that up, Kim, so you can see what?
Yeah, they saw it already.
Well, I don't know if he's seen it. Oh, you did open it. Okay. So anyway,
we welded that in.
Welded that bucket in there.
Did a quick.
Yeah. Where's the Del Campo stance? Mm-hmm.
So Braden,
okay.
honestly, if you've got 100 subs and you're trying to get it monetized, my suggestion to you is make the best videos you can make. Just make the best content that you can make until you get to the sub goal. Learn everything you can, practice.
Put up some shorts.
Yeah, shorts help too with subs.
Yep.
But just make the best content you can make, and that's all. I mean, that's maybe not fantastic specific advice, but it's the best advice I got.
We don't make it. So Granddad says being monetized, I guess, helps with parts for projects. We don't make, but we make not a lot of money from the ads. We make money from people leave us super chats, and between the super chats and the little bit we get from ads, we get last month we got $200, and that's the most we ever had. But you know what? That helped, because Kim bought a radiator for her truck, and yeah, we bought some parts. It really helps. Really helps. So, yep.
I suppose it does. I'm going to turn the other light on. I've got some stuff on the.
Yeah, she's got stuff ready to weld or something. I don't know.
Door's open.
What door's open?
Door get open.
How the door get open? Yeah, we're going to let the cold in or let the warm out. I don't know which it is. Are we letting that's like asking a thief. I remember a guy used to call the lights, he called them dark suckers. He goes, that's not producing light, it's sucking the dart in. Sucking the dark in. And I'm like, what?
That guy was weird.
Dark suckers. He used to turn on the dark suckers. Okay, so when that door's open, was it letting the heat out or was it letting the cold in? I don't know. Craig May, good evening.
It was sucking the cold out.
It was sucking the cold
The
out.
rest of the cold out.
I think the energy is in the heat. I think it was letting the heat out. But I don't know, it's just me.
We're heating you out.
And then once again, I put something in my water and it looks like windshield washer fluid. But it's not. It's some kind of berry juice or something.
Remember when your dad, when you were a kid, your dad would tell you, you're heating you outside. Never get anywhere like that.
Mexican Spec says, Buff, when you went to my Amazon wish list, did it give you the option to switch to English? The day I was messing with it, no. But you sent me a link, and I clicked that link, and I think it assumed I was in Mexico. And when I decided to buy something, I don't remember what it was, one of the smaller items you had, I was just going to buy it for you to check out if it worked. But it wouldn't allow me to buy the item in the U.S. So I told you that, and I don't know what you've done since then. When we're finished here, I'll go mess with it again if you got it, if you made some changes or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Where do I find it? Is it on your? How do I find a link to that? Granddad says I'm a long way off getting monetized. 67 subs. You know, the first year that I was started making videos, I had like 1 or 2 subs. It was like me and Kim. Those were my subs. So then I did some videos, maybe got a couple of subs. And then John Wilburn, well, you know, No Name Nationals coming up. I had to have 500 to participate. But I go anyway. I don't care. I went the first year, had no subs, no account. And I was just there as a just to help. And then the next year, John Wilburn said to do one short a day for 30 days. It was like a challenge. So I did it. And man, I got up to like 360 subs, something like that, pretty quickly. So I kept doing that. I've done it now for almost 2 years. I got 7,000 subs. So it helps. Weird. Mrs. Speck thought you switched to the U.S. Amazon site, so you didn't. No, I didn't. I just tried to purchase something from there.
Do not do YouTube just expecting to make money. You have to be doing something. You have to, or be knowledgeable about something that you can talk about. It has to be something that you want to do, because you're going to have to do it a lot.
Yeah, there's no slowing down. You leave a couple of days out and everything goes down. Doesn't take long. Doesn't take long.
Car things, like we are all in. All of our free time, all of our every bit of money and time and energy we have to put into it, and we don't make any money.
So, I mean, we make, yeah.
So you better be doing it because you love it, because who knows if you'll ever make any money. We are making money, but it's not even close to minimum wage, you know, so. Right. Yeah, I mean, it helps. It helps. We'd be up here working anyway, and it's kind of fun doing the videos. It's what we love.
And it's fun doing the videos and everything. Faith Roman Atwood made millions doing stuff with his kids.
Yeah, but it's changing.
There's
a lot of people doing YouTube. It's harder and harder.
Faith, I don't know if I'm going to make a kids channel. I don't know anything about those, but I know if you check the thing that says it's made for kids, they don't send it out to adults. They only send it out to 13-year-olds and younger. And it is the death sentence. I don't know how you ever get.
No, you just have to make good children's
content. You just have to make good children's content that also adults will watch, and don't check that for kids. That's a death sentence. Okay.
No, you can check that, but you have to make really good children's content if you're going to check it.
I guess, yeah. I don't know how that works. Look into that. Do some research on that. My phone's ching-chinging on me. Ching-ching, ching-ching.
Why is it ching-ching?
Because Mexican Spec
Oh,
ching-chinged me. Here's the link. Okay, now that I have that, I had this on because Kim went somewhere. And I needed this to ring. Oh, I know I need this to ring. Our big furnace took a crap. Of course, it got cold. So we've got little space heaters in the house. We're not freezing, but I want this to work. So I called the guy that fixes the furnaces.
Man's coming Monday.
So I was waiting for his call, and I wanted to hear it. Anyway, Mexican Spec says, don't worry about it now. No, I'll look at it later. Senior and Sons, one short a day. Okay, I'll remember that. Thank you. Yeah. Do you watch John Wilburn on Friday nights? Because he talks about that kind of stuff some. He's the No Name Nationals guy, and you're far enough away. You probably won't attend No Name Nationals. Although it'd be kind of cool if you did.
I mean, there's people who fly in.
There's people that fly in. That's right. And man, you'd get unless Dean showed up, you'd be getting the award for the distance. And what is this? In 10 days' time, under 16s in Oz won't be able to have a YouTube account. Really? So they cut that off, huh? Man. Mark tried from Canada, and he could see 2 items available. Okay, I'll look to see what's going on, because we got to figure that out for you, because most of your audience is not in Mexico, so you need to have that accessible from Canada. Whatever items you have in there have to be accessible from the U.S. and Canada, Australia and New Zealand, and we're gonna have to figure that one out.
This is just a tiny Weld project. I don't
It's a
even think I
tiny
can
Weld
drag
project.
the camera over there to show. So I want to get it out of the way so I can
But when you are
focus.
in there to see if it's
Sorry,
based on that
everyone.
Amazon.com.mx site, yeah, I'll know right away because the prices look terrible because they use the dollar sign for pesos. Maybe like he had like a little thumb drive in there. It was like $345. I went, oh, could you pick a more expensive thumb drive? And he goes, oh, that's in pesos. But he used the dollar sign. So then when I figured out what it was very reasonable. It was just crazy looking. So Senior and Sons, I live just 2 hours away from Northeast Name Nationals. Why does it say Northeast?
Okay,
No Name National. I know about where you are, and now you can see Kim. Watch your eye. Cover your eyes. Kevin Smith, drop in to give thumbs up. The warden not doing so well tonight. Sorry to hear that. Prayers needed for the warden. Oh, man. Yeah, Tavo, how are they going to police that? Anybody can tick the H box. I don't know, look at their driver's license. Oh, how old do you have to be to get a driver's license in Australia? You said 16? Oh, you might want that. I don't know. Sure, they know somehow. Where's this? Gearhead? Oh, Gearhead's out of here. Okay, well, good night. Thanks for stopping by. I missed it.
Everybody leave it.
Well, Gearhead says he had a long day and he's going to check out early.
Oh, okay. Thanks for being here. We're not done. We're I'm going to be working on fabricating work, and I'll have the other camera up shortly.
You know, we're a half an hour into this already.
Well, that's why
We didn't get anything done yet. Well, I guess you started, yeah. Sorry, we're 2 hours away from No Name Nationals to the south in northeast Arkansas. Yeah, you know, when we left, that's the direction we go, because I refused to drive through Kentucky anymore because of what happened there. And that's a bigger story than I can tell you.
Yeah.
One day I'll be able to tell the story. But anyway, I avoid Kentucky, right? So, so there's two different directions we can go about the same distance. So we go south toward where you live, and then we head east again. So I told Kim, man, we go a little bit further, and we're there at the I can't think of the name of the old base where they have the land speed record. I said, man, I want to go to that, but we'd already spent all our money, and we had to get back here, you know, get back to our YouTube stuff.
Let me show them what I'm working on.
Okay.
I'm making a ring to braze on to this half manifold for a slant 6. This is part of the secret turbo project that has been on the shelf, waiting for heat. Turbo del Campo. You thought we forgot.
This is going on the turbo del
It'll go wherever we feel like working when it's finally time.
Well, we have two cars. Two with slant 6s. We have this.
Something's getting turbo. That's all I know.
almost Wayfarer, and we have Kim's 66 Dark. Why do we end up with so many 6-cylinders? Your van's a 6. My car's a 6.
Nobody wants
a Valiant and a Dart with 6s.
People are very critical of the 6-cylinder car.
Man, I never had 6 cylinders. Now I got all 6.
You know what? Because they are affordable. Because people
They're
only
affordable.
want the V8 cars for collectible cars. Everybody thinks you can't have fun unless you have 500 horsepower.
Let's see here. Carlos says, according to the Karen, proof of age will be required, so adults might be permanently logged out if they choose not to provide it. Oh, that's not good either. I don't know. Did I have to? Oh, I had to send in ID. Absolutely had to send in ID. And then recently they made me send in more ID. They demonetized me for minutes, but I got the email and it came in right when I was there, and so I sent in more ID. So they want that. Yeah, pretty crazy. You can join the army and get shot, but you can't join YouTube.
You got to show ID to join the army.
Let's see here. Just one question. This Mexican Spec says, just one question, Kim. Do you think your turbo project will go more smoothly than Jamie's?
No.
No projects go smoothly.
No.
We didn't. I say it because I saw this on. If you ever watch with noise.
If
you ever watch the guy up there in Massachusetts, what's his name? What's the guy in Massachusetts? Can't remember names. The guy that did V8 Teslas and stuff.
Oh, Rich Rebuilds.
Rich Rebuilds. Okay. If you watch Rich Rebuilds, now I'm trying to remember what the. Oh, he has a sign on his wall. It says something like, "We didn't do it because it was easy. We did it because we thought it was easy." And I said, "Man, I got to have that sign on our wall because that's every project. We didn't do it because it's easy. We did it because we thought it was easy. Because it just never is. You always get in snags, you know. We call it the valiant effort," says Kevin Smith.
If you think about it, Jamie's actually doing better with his turbo because he's actually had one that worked, and we have just talked about it.
Midwest Paint and Metal is here.
Hey, welcome
Good evening.
I'll bet you that's somebody we know, and they just haven't had that.
Probably somebody that can do body work better than we can.
Probably. They're probably here to criticize.
So if you don't know me, this is my background building airplanes. And I used to tell people, God built about 60 airplanes. Well, I lost count at 60, and I know I built some after that. So I built a lot of airplanes, welded up chromoly, designed some of them myself. Some of them were many of the ones I designed. But anyway, a lot of scratch-built stuff like that. And I always liked cars. So after I retired, I said, we're going to hack up some cars. Well, we never did, and now we're hacking up some cars. We're making a pickup out of this thing like an Australian Ute. So it's getting there. The Midwest, it's good to have you here.
We've been working on this car. We built them. We got this car from a famous YouTuber with the challenge to turbocharge it, and we got the car in poor condition. And there was most of a motor in pieces from various other motors, most parts that were workable from a motor in the trunk. It did have a cam. You reminded me it had a cam in it.
Here's what happened.
I didn't realize it had a cam in it, but it does.
Tony from UTG.
I wasn't going to name drop. But
Uncle Tony's Garage. I know him. I did some lives with him and stuff, and we got to know each other quite well. Well, he had this thing, this four-door Valiant.
He wanted it out of there.
He goes, I got to get that out of here. You can have it. He goes, I half own it. You can have it. And it was another guy, Stubby. Stubby was another guy, and it was half his. So he goes, I got to get it out of here. Stubby abandoned it here. So it had two sets of lowering blocks in the back. So the back end was like the bumpers like this high off the ground. Why would you do that to a four-door Valiant? I have no idea. It had no engine in it. So it even looked worse. The front end's way up in the air and the bumper's on the ground. And somebody had put a big plastic spoiler across the back and riveted it on there. Whatever that car was supposed to be, it was like, it was just ridiculous. So we drove the spoiler off, but took the two sets of lowering blocks out, got it up to a normal height, put it on your trailer, right, Kim, and brought it home. Tony gave me a rusty old slant six, had water in the cylinders, rusty mess, and he gave me a head. Kim ported the head, and the guides were really good on it, so she ported the head, and then and the valves, everything was good, and then we honed the shit out of that block because it had rust in it. So the piston and cylinder wall clearance, we bought new pistons and new cast iron rings, and we did all the stuff. Well, we had about 8,000 piston and cylinder wall clearance.
Oh, you don't have to give me everything.
Wait a minute, which is a little loose, but that's okay. And then it had a cam. It came with a cam, a comp cam that was a real reasonable cam, not a big lumpy thing. And we put it all together, put it in here. And it turned out the transmission was good. It has a 904. The transmission worked well. That engine runs great. It's got the two-barrel, what do they call that thing, Super 6? It's just a good running engine. So now we got a good running car.
I like what Zonda says. It's an El Camino with a K.
Oh, with a K. El Camino.
No, it's the Del Campo. It's not my car, so it can't be the Camino. But Craig May says it's a UTE.
A Ute. Well, yeah.
But not a Ute. It's a UTE, like UTG, no. UTE.
So, well, yeah, I mean, across the back of the trunk, which I intend to use to make a tailgate out of that deck lid, because the deck lid rolls way down the back. So that would make a good basis for a tailgate. And it has holes punched in it for the word Plymouth. Well, Plymouth and Wayfarer are the same number of letters. So I thought about getting Wayfarer, those sticky on chrome letters, and putting it across there. Because there's no Plymouths down under. And I do kind of want it to look like an Australian car, except the steering wheel's on the right side of the car, or it's on the left side, which is the correct side, because I can't run around driving from over there over here.
Mexican Spec, I'll explain to you what ported means when he's done telling his story. But mostly it's the cylinder head between the intake manifold and where the valves go into the piston. That's considered the port. It's usually a turn, and it's usually cast iron, and it's cast roughly, and then they machine just the seat. But the rest of it's kind of rough.
Barrows and JB, Good evening.
Welcome, guys.
Go ahead with your
It's
story.
a full house. So it's cast in cast iron, and it's kind of rough, and it's like, especially on older cars, it's one of the main places where you'll get turbulence and restriction of airflow. And an engine is a pump. It's a mechanical pump. And so if there's restrictions or turbulence to the airflow coming and going, that's going to reduce the maximum horsepower that you can make, because it's going to restrict air when it's really trying to pump hard. So if you clean that out near where the valve is and where it connects to the intake manifold, that's called porting. And when you do that, some cars you can make a big difference. Other cars, especially new cars,
the thing with the Slant 6, and you talk to Slant Daily Garage, who's Shane Polito, and he does a lot with those engines. He says just cleaning up all the little flash and the little edges and some of the things makes a huge difference. And he goes, if you do a lot more, it doesn't give you that much more. So that's Kim's been there before. She had Slant 6
played with it a bit.
When she was young. She had Slant 6 or younger. She's still young. I'm old. So she knew what she was doing. In fact, at one time, we did a video on it, and one time that was the best video we had. I think we've outdone that since then. But hey, look at this. I think it's Tavo, because look at the avatar. Silly old bloke from Oz. That's Tavo now? I don't know. Sure looks like Tavo. Why'd you change your name?
So the Slant 6 was originally designed as a 170cc engine.
No, 170 cubic inch.
Cubic inch, yes, not cc. Cubic inch.
That would be little
engine. And then they raised the deck height and they upsized it to a 225. But the cylinder head was designed for a 170, and they didn't change the cylinder head. They just raised the deck height, made the stroke longer. So the cylinder head is a big restriction on that engine. And the castings are mediocre. And there's lots of room for improvement. And obviously, you could take it to the tiniest detail and get maximum, but, even just a light once-over can make a pretty good difference depending on what the quality of the head that you got, because they made them over a big gap of years. So you really have to look at what you got and see if there's improvements to be made. And there's the guy in Florida who does porting, and man, he's got all this special equipment, and he does. And if you're going to be porting like an LS head, they're already really good from the factory. So if you're going to be doing that, you need to know exactly what you want to do, or else you're just wasting time.
Hot Sauce says it's not just the size of the port, but the finish, hence polish and port.
Polish, yes.
Well, yes, but then you watch somebody like
well, it depends.
What's his name? What was that? Porting.
Todd Saw is saying
guru.
the smoother surface creates less friction, improves airflow. So on exhaust, you want the air to move as quickly as humanly possible. Fast, right? But on the intake, you want...
Don't you need some roughness of some kind?
Some roughness is supposedly better. The other thing is
what Andy Wood's been saying.
Over-porting can cause like lazy airflow, and that's worse. So you got to know what you're doing. You have to have some gauge. But a Slant 6 cylinder head is so bad that like even an amateur can improve it by just knowing the basics. But if you're working on like super high performance aluminum heads that are already, CNC'd, you can't improve them. They're as good as they can be. The old cars were very rough castings, and so porting is a thing. People have talked about it for decades, and it's honestly less of a thing than it used to be.
We did a video of Kim porting that head, that the engine that's in this car, my engine, and she talks about, and I was watching her while I was videoing that, and it was several hours, like 3.5 hours, 4.5 hours, something like that. We cut it down to about, I don't know, a little over a half-hour video. And she's going like, well, there's a water jacket here, and you have to be careful, and she's still going on and on about and it was like, man, I'm realizing she's been there before, and she had she knew what she was doing. It was pretty interesting.
Toss Saw says it in a way that sounds a lot smarter than me, but turbulence improves air-fuel mixing.
But
yes.
it's you got to know what you're doing.
Yes.
And the people you watch are what's his name, David Vizard and Andy Wood. Those guys really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they have of course they have flow benches and everything.
And sonic testing, because as Bear Rose suggested, if you do it wrong, you cut all the way into the water jacket, and now you've essentially ruined the head, because the repair is more expensive and intensive than the head was probably worth in the first place.
And from what Slant Daily Garage, who's Shane Polito, he's an engineer at Edelbrock, and he does the Slant Daily Garage channel. He's got slant sixes, and his thing is just go in there and clean up the flash. And there's a couple places he says to just touch it up a bit. He goes, that makes a huge difference, and you don't need any more than that. JB Weld. Don't make any mistakes, because then you got the JB Weld out. If
you break a hole into the water jacket on a cylinder head, the chances of you being able to make a reliable repair that's going to stand the test of time and not leak when the engine gets hot and gets a little pressurized, to be able to do it with JB Weld, it's unlikely. If it's on the intake, probably not, but if it's on the exhaust, definitely no. You'll cook it out of there. Even though JB Weld is some heat resistance, it's not going to work in an exhaust port. It's just
Todd Sauce says Don Garlis knows more about this than anybody guarantee.
Maybe
he may. David Vizard, I'm 71. David's probably 15 years older than I am, and he was doing road racing in England and stuff like back in the 50s and 60s, building engines for those cars. He's in the U.S. Been in the U.S. for 40 or 50 years now, and man, the guy really knows his shit. And I have a hard time watching him because he talks like a Southerner, like really slow with a British accent, So he's, but he's really knowledgeable. And if you want to watch David Vizard, you probably learn something from him.
Granddad's Junk says its mass production castings fall short of engine designers' perfection. Yeah. I mean, there's the conceptual design, and then there's what really comes out at the end of the assembly line at the factory. And yeah, you're just taking extra time that the factory was never going to spend and investing it into an area that is known to be someplace where you can pull more power. And Senior and Son says Slant 6 was an implement engine as well, and a damn good one for farmers. So when they originally designed the Slant 6, they put a lot of time and energy and development into it. They made a damn good engine. And
but think about when it was done. Then late 50s.
After the big hype about it came out, and then they had all the production, they just kept running them. They just kept running them for decades, generations.
And it's a small bore, long stroke engine that G25 is, and so you're not going to wind it up. And it's a 4,000, 4,500 RPM engine.
Mexican Spec said earlier, he said they're not invincible, they're not indestructible, and that is absolutely true, but they are extremely durable.
Mark Sauvé, I watched David Vizard at 1.5 times playback speed. I think she watches it 2 times.
Sometimes I do. If he says something I don't get, I'll slow it down and go back and watch it again, but a lot of times I'll be watching at double speed. So, like, the stuff I already kind of know, I make sure I don't miss anything, but then when he starts talking about something that I really want to know, I slow it down. But, yeah, like, I got to watch him fast. But I'm kind of like a go squirrel kind of person anyways.
She'll be watching a video on her laptop, and I hear this. And I'll look in there.
What are you doing?
What are you watching?
I'm watching. I got a lot to watch. Faith says, I was thinking to do a food channel, but I don't know because I get made fun of.
Why would you get made fun of?
Faith.
I have done food stuff when I just don't have
we both get made fun of.
A live and or a short. I'll just do it in the kitchen, and I'll put some crap in a pan and you just kind of make it like a joke and then eat it. And you know what? I get views on it.
People on the internet poke fun. Sometimes they're really rude and hurtful.
Oh, they are. They're
And
really rude. And sometimes I get mad. And she goes, just
one of
forget
the
it.
things about making content or being a creative person or being public with any part of your life is you need to learn to develop a thick skin, and it's not easy. You get upset when people
I
are
get
rude.
upset sometimes.
People
are rude.
say stuff, and you're like, why would they say that?
People can
Sometimes
say some
it really bothers him,
They say some really hurtful stuff sometimes.
and we talk about it.
I have gotten better. After 2 years of doing this, I've gotten better at just blowing it off. But
We're accepting that people just say stuff. They're on the internet. They don't even consider the fact that, like, what do you know what you even said?
yeah, I mean, they'll come after me and go, call me a stupid old man or something. And I go, yeah, maybe I am. I don't know. I got a lot of experience working on all kinds of stuff, so I'm just trying to share some of it.
David Vizard has tons of experience. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And everybody communicates in a different, like, wavelength sort of level, and give it to me quick. I want to absorb it now. Give it. Tell me more.
JB says Vizard has good info, but oh Lord, he drives me crazy. That's how I am.
Andy Wood stopped in on Thursday. That was so
cool.
Where
did he stop in?
Here, he was in our chat. Remember?
Oh yeah. Andy Wood, Andy
works with Vizard.
Andy Wood and Vizard work together. So Andy Wood stopped in here. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, he was here.
But yeah, part of learning how to do this YouTube is learning how to take people. Maybe if they're really rude, if they say like repulsive things, then you block them or whatever. But if they say something you don't like, you'd learn how to.
There are only probably about 3 or 4 in the last 2 years that I've deleted their comment because it was
too much.
Extremely rude. Calling people names because of race or gender or something. It's like, nope, that's gone. I'm not going to have that on my channel. But if you want to make fun of what I'm doing or telling me I could have done it better or something, yeah, it stays there.
But
comments like that, it's a comment. It drives the channel. It helps the growth.
Yeah.
Even if it's bad stuff, it helps the growth. So
it's really important to have people in your life who will, like shake you out of it if somebody gets you. Somebody that you can talk to. Like, I'm sure Mexican Spec is, like, sometimes you get discouraged. You're like, this is never going to go anywhere. And you have to, no, we're still going to do it,
Senior son says, Kim, I enjoyed watching you take the back window area out of the Ford. Good job. I wasn't even there.
Thank you.
Was I at the doctor or was I
you were
sleeping?
busy in the house, or I think we worked late, but I had to do it in the day.
The next thing I know, I come out here, and that thing is off, and it's over in front of the shop. And I'm like, how'd you do this by yourself? Well, she videoed it, so I got to watch her do it by herself. She just went after it,
Todd says Vanderbilt hammered the Vols today. Go Sports Ball. I don't even know who those teams very well. College teams. Good job.
When I moved to Tennessee, I didn't even know what the Vols were. I thought, what are Vols?
Who are the Vols?
Well, it's Tennessee. They're volunteer. Tennessee is the volunteer state.
Okay, so Vanderbilt beat Tennessee. Is that it?
I guess. The Vols. I don't know. I'm not a sports person. Well, I am when it comes to sprint car racing or drag racing.
All our time and energy goes to automotive stuff.
Yeah, Mexican Specs. I tend to ask them to qualify their knowledge. That usually shuts them up. When somebody's kind of rude to me and telling me I did something wrong or I should have done something else,
one of his top coping strategies.
I suggest, well, first I go look to see what's in their channel. Almost always, no content, and maybe like 1 subscriber or something.
Yeah, right.
So I will go in there and I'll subscribe to their channel. Now they got 2 subscribers, and then I'll make the comment and I'll say I subscribe. Well, I'll tell them, why don't you do this?
Knox here, welcome in.
Do this. Do what you suggested, and post some videos. I subscribe to your channel and I'm looking forward to it. Man, you never hear from them again. But one day somebody will do that, Oh man. Usually it's funny when I post them.
I know. I've got a Tennessee Titans shirt on. That's why he was talking about it. I don't know anything about it. I'm just wearing this.
She inherited
this is a welding shirt. I know I'm going to destroy it.
She inherited that shirt from me.
I didn't even realize. I'm so dumb.
Oh man.
Yeah,
it's cold. You know, it's warmer tonight. It's 66 in here right now. We had a pretty good fire going. I don't know how it's doing right now.
It's doing good.
But outside, it's 20 degrees warmer outside tonight. 20 degrees Fahrenheit warmer outside than it was last night. So that makes a huge difference. I couldn't get warm in here last night. We worked, and man, of course we didn't have the live going, so I wasn't sitting here. I was helping Kim quite a bit, just moving around, and I was still cold.
If somebody doesn't have any videos or any subscribers, then I don't give a rat's ass what they have to say about how I should make content or work on my projects. If somebody's being critical, and it's hard for me to, I don't like it, but they have a bunch of content and a bunch of subscribers, I look at it again, and then I turn around and look at myself. Maybe they're right. Maybe I need to change something. And it's not easy to do, but I have to accept it. If they're real people, but most of the people, they're not real. Like, if they're just being critical and they have nothing to show for it, like, they're just trolls.
Barrow says, not only did I put a Chevy in a 55 Ford pickup, but it's a 305 Chevy. The amount of hate I got on that was perfect. It's one of my top grossing videos, view-wise. Let them hate in the comments. Man, I used to have a 307 Chevy, and I told people it was an 1/8 inch under 327. Because it was.
It takes a lot of...
I underbored it.
It takes a lot of self-confidence to endure that much criticism. You've got to be bold.
I'm going to go look at the fire. It made a noise.
Okay, but it's hot.
Well...
And don't touch that manifold, because it's hot, too.
Oh, you got it on top of the fire.
Mexican Spec says, Barrows, you know how to YouTube. That's right. That's called rage bait. When you do something that you know a lot of people are going to hate, and you do it anyways. But I don't like to do rage bait just for the sake of rage bait. Like Barrows wanted to build that 55 Chevy, or that 55 Ford with the 305 Chevy. He wanted to build it anyways. It didn't matter if they were going to get mad. He was going to do it.
Where'd you put my gloves?
I've got this set of gloves, and then there's a set of gloves on the table. That's the ones you were looking for.
This is where ones that I can touch the fire to sweat.
JB's Little Shop said the 307 was not a good engine to play with. Yeah, I think that's why they improved it.
I had a 307 and a Nova. It was just a 2-barrel engine. It was a good engine. It just got me around for a year or two, you know.
I mean, we don't know everything. A lot of this stuff we're learning as we go. I don't know how to. I'm not a welder. I am a person who knows how to stick metal together with welding wire. Like I
your welding
it's improved.
Your MIG welds look like a professional. I've seen professional MIG welds that look worse than yours.
Yeah, but look at the conditions, and they were expected to just like bang them out. Like, I'm slow, I'm inconsistent.
I've seen MIG welds on Japanese motorcycles that look like a worm piled on top instead of a weld, you know. That's not good.
Todd Saul says, do you have a finished vehicle you restored or modified you could show us one night? No.
No, not really.
No. But we have his car.
We have mine.
And we have my car, and we have my van. My van I've been driving for 3 years after I built it from a piece of junk, and we put it to work. You know, we carry a load, we haul a trailer. I've gone all over in it. So there's some proof that I'm not an idiot, right? I haven't taken it to the only mechanic I had to pay the inspection station because that's required by law. And I paid an alignment shop because I didn't feel confident lining up those front wheels on my own. Other than that, I did all the repair work. We repaired his 78 Mercury Zephyr and drove it. We've driven it all over too.
Well, it was needing. We drove from Texas, real marginal car, and now
we've been into the engine, the brakes, and in my car, we put the engine and transmission. Yeah, and that's what he meant, right? Like, hey, if you're going to be critical, let's see your car. Show us your stuff. You know, if you're willing to put yourself out there, you might be successful. But if you're not willing to put it out there, then maybe I don't want to entirely say shut your mouth, but I'm not going to lose a bunch of sleep over a.
No, I just sort of challenge them to do something themselves, and I watch.
And I want to see people be successful. So if somebody does really know and they are really good, like get off your ass and start making good content. We'll work together. I love collaboration. I love to see other people. I like that we're making that the No Name Nationals people build a stage so that when other new younger people with energy come in, we don't like be like, no. We're like, yeah, go and do it. When Mo Parquet comes in, we're like, yes, Mo Parquet. We celebrate it. Mexican Spec starts his channel. We're like, yes, Mexican Spec. And we gave him a lot of credit. We gave him a lot of shit about, hey, those videos are not very good quality.
John
and then
Wilburn.
now he's doing better. And John Wilburn's out there every Friday.
Here he is.
Hyping people, building people up.
He is asking, are you tying the frames on the Valiant? I don't plan on it.
Not this round.
You know,
we're doing the conversion, and then if we upgrade the motor, if we upgrade the rear end, we probably will want to tie the frame right now. But it's pretty stiff.
Yeah, it's
if
real
it was
stiff.
floppy, we absolutely would. But like, you can jump up and down in it; it doesn't flex at all.
Well, and we're copying the structure the way it was done on the Australian.
Yeah, the Australian Ute's not tied.
It's not tied, and
this car has good floors and
just
good rockers, no rust in it.
We didn't cut the whole top off. We just cut the back of the top off.
He sees. He's just asking. He's not being critical.
And then the shape of the
going back.
The shape of the floor over the axle is crosswise. It's a big zoom over the axle, and that really ties the sides in. They can't move like this at all. And then because we've welded all that back in there, and we're going to weld the pickup bed in there, that'll be like two big rectangular tubes basically going back. So that's pretty darn strong, you know. So I'm not worried about it. And also I'm not worried about it because of the way, you know, here,
we've welded the doors shut, and we are probably going to put...
You see this? I just put it up.
There's a lot of welding in there.
That's Tavos, who's in here now. He's changed his name to... What the heck is he?
Yeah, it's a solid car to begin with.
Silly old bloke. Anyway.
It's rough looking, but it's not all rotted out. Like some old ratty Mopars where you open the doors and you can see them flexing. This is not like that.
There's a little bit of rust on this right behind the rear wheel, a little bit right there.
That's not structural.
It's just a little bit right there. Yeah, I mean, you know, underneath it looks pretty good. So,
Midwest Painted Metal asked if we're going to No Name Nats this year. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that unless something awful happens, we're going every year.
As soon as John puts a date up.
Oh, that's the first time he's seen about. I'll get the other camera so we could really show him.
Oh, you're going to put up the other camera? Okay, good. I've been wanting the other camera.
I'm sorry.
We have multiple cameras. We have the ability to show.
We try to be interactive and not just sit here and talk. But
so that's kind of what we're building is that right there. There are some differences I noticed. The front door has the same dimensions in Australia as the four-door does here. Okay, but then the top of the front door on the A-pillar, look at that blue one. It's got a radius up there. And this one, the American one, it's a real sharp angle up there. So they did something different at the top of the A-pillar.
See, that's pop this other camera up and see what it looks like. Oh, I'm sorry. You're describing the thing.
So
here's where we're at.
Okay, you're going to have to swing it forward a little bit so they could see. See how the top of the A-pillar is an angle on that, and then the one on the Australian one is a radius up there, and then the line along the side of the car makes a little whoop-de-doo over the wheel well, and where is it here? This one, you can't see it. The body line drops down instead of up over the wheel well. That's kind of weird, but we're getting there. Ours has the sharp angle on the rear door where yours has a radius.
Yes.
On the rear door.
No,
Okay.
there's.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
on the rear door.
Yeah, we don't have a rear door. Hippie Long, thank you both for the gas cap. It will be painted when my car is. Hey, I hope you got the tracking number because I sent it to you, and I just tracked it, and it's gone all the way from here to Nashville, which is kind of how the post office is. Stuff moves like a snail for several days, and then it goes, we've done the last day, and goes all the way across the country and gets delivered.
Mike Slater will be there. It'll be his 3rd year. And all of us as a sail panel. Yeah, absolutely. The design will be, it'll be sail. We will sail it. We've got the measurements so that this part stays pretty much how it is, and then we'll sail from here, and that'll match the measurements of the original.
And if you look at the original, it kind of does the same thing. Up at the top, it's almost vertical, and then it, maybe 20% of the way down. It takes an angle for the sail panel, and that's what we'll do here. And that's why I bought that material, is to make the trailing edges on that sail panel.
Oh, this is Mohawk's first time. So keep showing it a little bit because this is the first time Mohawk got to see it. Yeah, we cut the roof off in a previous.
We did it in a
live, and there's some video if you want to catch up later about what we've done with it. And then we've just recently sort of dry fit the back of a Ford Ranger cab. And tonight we're going to be working on the trailing edge of the roof and the supports for the flares from the side. And we have a bed that we are going to try and fit into that space. There's a lot to do. It looks like we've done most of the work, but we're really just getting started.
It's like when people build airplanes. I'm 90% done, and then a year later, I'm 90% done, and then another year I'm 90% done, because there's all little stuff that it looks like an airplane, but it isn't. That's the same thing with cars.
All right, scoot your butt down this way, because you are always on the edge of the thing.
Because you swing it around to show the car, so then then I go off the picture. I know I'm going to have to scooch you that way.
Scooch this way. I'll move this so you can scooch as far as you can.
I don't like being down this end of the table.
I know. That's because you want to stare at your own face.
I want to stare at No, it's because the heater's over there.
Oh, well, I'll bring the heater.
And also the concrete isn't completely level. Yeah. And when I get over here, it just slowly drifts that way. So I got to hold myself.
Put his shim under his wheel. So
put a wheel chuck under my wheel. Yeah. So, and Dean Stevenson's here.
JB's huge shop. Yeah, I mean, it's little.
Well, he does little work, like little sharpening blades and stuff, right?
Oh, little sharp.
Little sharpening. Yeah, big jobs, but little pieces.
Hippie Long likes the project. The two cars will never be side by side, so it is okay. It could happen.
Are we over talking about the trolls? I hope not. I thought we were off that.
Who?
I don't know. JB says that. I don't know. I don't know if somebody is.
Maybe.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Maybe
to the chat
we were.
So okay.
Not really.
So.
Are we over talking about the trolls?
Oh, are we over?
Are we done?
Done.
Oh, did we squirrel onto from one topic to another?
Okay. There's that noise again.
That's the wind banging the door.
Oh. I put more wood.
It's moving just a little bit.
The wood was way down. A lot of good coals, and the temperatures start to come down, so I put some more wood in.
Thank you.
Senior Sons took me 7 years to update my '66 Valiant to V8 disc brakes, 8 1/4 rear end. Yeah, and Wendy's here. Wendy.
That's a big project. A lot of people, they don't realize because they watch a half-hour show or an hour-long show and they restore an entire car. And doing something like a disc brake conversion, a rear end conversion, it's like all your nights and weekends and free time for like years. It really is. Like, we all have lives, and we are very fortunate in our retirement to be able to work on cars. Like, if we had full-time jobs, we would not be able to work on any of this. Wouldn't be able to do all this streaming.
I did not hear it. He says, that's a motorcycle outside my house. No, this is a big clunk. If this was a motorcycle, it was a crash.
Did you guys see Mopar K's new video where she's trying to do a burnout? You hear the gunshot in the background.
No, you know she's in the South.
She even put it in the comments. She was like, there's someone hunting, that's the noise. And you hear it distinctly. Pachow! And it's like, oh shoot, it's as loud as the car. Mohawk got geese. Hey, which torch do you use to braid?
I would like to use, man, I really like to have a tip that's one bigger than what I have. What's the biggest tip in there? I think I bought one bigger, but I think I bought a number one. I think I got, well, the little torch has like a double aught and stuff, and then there's an aught tip and maybe a one, or it's a double aught and an aught. I don't know. I think it's an aught and a one. I want the one.
Is it the oxyacetylene?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pull
But look at the tip. There's different tips for it. I want to see which one it has. I think I have the biggest one in there.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I want the biggest one I have.
Okay, let me see what
that's going to be, and I need some big fat brazing rods, and I don't know if I have that.
I got it pretty tight.
Okay, because those brazing rods are thin, and I'll be going through them like water.
I know. We'll get more for you.
She must have some money. Who must have some money?
Me, I got money.
Well,
lots of money.
I can't see.
No,
you know
if
what?
I had lots of money.
You know I have glasses.
We'd be working on a nice charger.
You know I have glasses so I can take them off and see.
That's to keep from using your...
This is the one. This is the one I want.
Okay, that's to keep you from using your supervision of burning through everything.
That's the biggest one I have. I wish I had a 2. So, Kim, for Christmas, you can buy me a 2. No, don't do that. I'm kidding. I'll get.
You can buy a what? A 2?
That's
a different
I have
one.
my little torch has like a double aught. That one I have an aught and a 1, and I really want one bigger. Because we're doing things like, side of an engine block or then I'm going to have to get out a rosebud and heat. Of course, she's preheated that thing on top of sitting on top of the wood stove that's sitting there about 600 Fahrenheit. That'll help.
You guys want to see some brazing? They want to see some brazing.
They want to see some brazing. Break out the clothes hangers. Well, but I'm going to braze. They're not made out of brass. The new clothes hangers, the problem with them is they're coated with some kind of thick plastic crap. I mean, the old ones you could use for wire, like for welding, but they got this thick stuff on them now. And they make good clothes hangers, but
I was looking for all those.
Beth prefers number 1 to 2s. It depends on what I'm doing. She's got me doing an exhaust manifold, and I wish I had a 2, but the biggest one I have is a 1, and she's preheated it. It's probably 600 Fahrenheit right now, so it might be 400. Yeah, because it's on top of the stove.
It's just floating there. It's not.
I'd
have to put it into
put it in the fire.
Yeah, I could, but I don't think it needs.
Yeah, that's gonna be all dirty.
Yeah, right. I think on top of the stove, at least you just don't have. It's not just gonna soak up that heat so damn fast.
I want to make something for Braden for Christmas. What should I make for him? Man, you know him well. We just know him in chat.
Make him something he likes to eat.
Yeah, what's he like to eat? You said you want to do a cooking channel. Cook something for Braden for Christmas. There's your first video.
I mean, that wouldn't be so bad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
One night I was in the house. It was cold. This was last year. I didn't feel like coming up here. So I took a frying pan. I already had some eggs or something. I don't remember what I had going in there. But I put eggs and some vegetables or something and maybe some shrimp. and then I flopped the egg over to make it like a what do you call it? An omelet, something like that. Pulled it out. I mean, it was done so quickly. Pulled it out, and then I said, and then to make it taste good, and I dumped a bunch of ketchup on it like a joke. And man, then people come back and was like, "You ruined it with the ketchup." What do you care? That was the video, you know. So it was a short.
Rage bait.
I cooked a whole meal within 30 or probably 45 seconds, 50 seconds, something like that. And yeah, I was just being silly. And it was my short for the day. Kept the shorts going, you know. Dean Stevens said, "Okay, well, I don't know what that means." Sometimes Dean, it's encryptic to me. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes I don't. Are you guys trying to get this done for next year's No Name Nationals? I don't know if this will go to No Name Nationals. It might. This is going to be my run around town truck. You know.
We might have it done in a couple of weeks.
I go to get gas in a can, and I got to put it inside the car. I hate that. This would be nice. I put it in the pickup bed. And then what else? If we go take the trash to there's a, what do they call it, a recycle center or something? We're going to put the stuff in the back of the pickup and go there. And when you take something like this and you drive somewhere and you park it, there's always somebody going, "Hey, what is that thing?"
My dad used to have one of those.
My father had one of those. Yeah, or like we had her dart.
No, didn't.
We had her dart in a car wash, and she's over there spraying it off. And there's a guy next to us spraying off an almost new car. And he comes around the corner and looks at it. And what did he say? He goes, "Oh, is that a Fairlane?"
Yeah.
It was a 66 Dart. And I said, "No, it's a Dodge Dart." And he goes, oh, I thought it was a Fairlane. Yeah, all right. But, you know, it's always fun. What Sondel says, raffle it off. No. This has got a good engine and transmission in it.
Keep it forever.
It's got good seats in it now. It's comfortable.
We can't keep everything forever. Maybe we will.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not terribly opposed to raffling. Okay.
I'm in the.
No, listen.
I was going to move in.
Just don't move. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
The leg of this camera right now is right behind you, so don't back up or spin around.
I'll go forward a little so I.
Yeah. So you don't got to move.
No, okay.
If you do, make sure you.
Because I will forget and I'll spin around and knock the expensive camera.
No, you.
Look at that camera. That is a studio quality expensive camera. That's the most expensive camera you have. Kim wanted it. Oh, it just lit up. Can I put that on? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's on.
It's working.
So I am going to ask you to.
Yeah, this is how sausage is made. Okay, la camera.
I am going to ask you to take a look at the manifold. Take your gloves. You can pick it up and manipulate it a little bit, and just look at what's going on with it, and then look at your setup and see if there's anything you're missing or need.
Okay, I'm going to be away from the chat.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the chat while you do that. But I know it takes time for you to figure out what's going on, and I'm sorry this is not exactly what we had planned to do, but the Turbo Del Campo has been stalled for months and months and months because I wanted to have the heat. I wanted to have the heat so that we could heat up the cast iron, and then when we were done brazing, cool it slowly. That's how you keep cast iron from cracking. And
this thing's hot. Where are we gonna put it?
That's exactly. I have a big block of wood it can sit on.
Oh, that'll catch the wood on fire.
Yeah, but it won't burn that much.
No, it won't burn that much. It's just what I need, a small fire going.
Well, we can wet down the wood,
but I don't need this.
Okay, I didn't know if you needed that.
Well, and if I need that, I got a good one. Okay, I need this. This maybe. I don't like this idea. Do we have a piece of steel or something we can put down?
Yeah, but it needs to be hot. You don't want to set that hot manifold on a piece of cold steel. So.
Well,
if you want to keep
not much will touch. That makes such a weird shape.
Well, I'm just saying.
Here, I'm gonna put it on this.
No, I got it smaller. Here, look. I got this.
Yo. Okay.
Let me set it on the fireplace for a minute.
Okay, yeah, just don't let it sit there. Because that fireplace right now is over 700 degrees Fahrenheit. It's really hot.
Okay, do you need anything more for your brazing kit, or are we doing good?
I need some.
Shoot, it's wide open. No wonder it's so hot.
It's wide open.
It was open.
Oh, it wasn't meant to be
It's
open.
not wide open, but
Okay,
open.
where is some brazing rod that's not thin?
What is this thick stuff here?
Oh, that's silver solder.
Oh,
No, I don't think so. That's expensive stuff.
this is brazing right here, but it's pretty thin.
Thin stuff. Yeah, I'll go through about 5 of those.
You will not. It's not that big of a job. But I don't know. I don't know what else there is.
This stuff is so thin. Yeah, I didn't buy thick stuff because I thought I was working on brazing little.
It'll melt more easily then. Hey, Braden, welcome back. JB's Little Shop says, cold as crap here. The wind is running 35. Crazy here and cold. Yeah. That's what we hear the banging. That's the door flapping around in the wind.
It feels cold out there, but it's 20 degrees warmer than yesterday.
And, that's a prosumer camera? Yes, clearly it is. Maybe some bricks or cinder block. That could be, Watanda. Thank you for the suggestion.
Do you have any?
No, that's why we're going to use a chunk of steel. Honestly, that piece of block might scorch or smolder, but it will not ignite unless it's in the fire. But he doesn't want to risk it, so that's okay.
Pretty tangled up mess. What happened? Okay, there.
The ads are crazy at this point.
Tighten this up, nobody can get it up. Here.
What did I do?
Loosen the tip up. It's so tight.
I'm
pointing
sorry.
in some crazy direction. I can't use it. You're tightening. Oh, no, you're not. Okay.
Braden says we're getting 4 to 7 inches. Ooh, wow.
Inches. We don't get inches here.
Buddy Carafano suggests that we make a short of Buff welding the manifold. I would like to, yes. Yes. The future Turbo del Campo. Yeah, JB, I hope you're staying warm because this is rough. I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess it's not supposed to get super cold, but the furnace is out. The furnace man's coming Monday. What have I done? Okay, I'm sorry. JB's Little Shop says welding a cast iron manifold requires bronze rod, a lot of heat, and a slow cool down. That sounds right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's the point.
And we've got it preheated quite hot.
It's sitting on the stove it's been
on
there.
Top of a stove. It's 750 degrees.
700 degree stove. It's sitting up on top of it. It's been there all afternoon, so it's up to temperature. So,
hey, Kev, I'm going to start bringing this stuff over here.
Bringing what stuff?
The
steel plate and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me get this camera set up. Guys, I'm sorry. This is going to, can you turn your, what do I got to do here? Different camera.
Okay, this is hot stuff.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's a chunk of
4130.
4130, which we shouldn't have heated that hot, but I guess
it's not that hot.
Yeah.
I tried to bring the temperature thing to measure the temperature.
Okay, I'm going to carry this over there in a hurry.
Okay?
Oh, I can feel it getting warm through my gloves.
Yeah. I can move it around with the things from here on. And I'm going to film with the GoPro. Avert your eyes to the welding. Thank you. Next inspect. Okay, Buff del Campo, lighten the blazing torch. What we're going to do, raise this ring onto this cast iron manifold. And what this does is going to give us a transition from cast iron to brass to mild steel, and I will be able to use a regular MIG welder to the mild steel to build the rest of the turbo for the manifold and things.
I wish this rod is about twice as thick. Watch out, Tim, because I'm going to be waving a torch around. I'm watching what I'm doing more than watching you.
Okay.
See what happens here.
See, I look through the camera, so it can't hurt my eyes. You're looking for flow.
It's going to be a minute because
That's a big manifold, but it's hot already. We had it in fire in the furnace. The pre-heat furnace, we call it.
Yeah, but now I'm heating shit out of this thing. I mean, this is minimal because I really want a bigger tip than what I have. But it'll work.
It's going to take a lot of heat to braise that in. Did you get something? I can't get heat. Okay, I'm going to record on the side so we can make a short. You say Buck Del Campo, or is it just too much to ask? Okay.
Wish I had one step bigger tip.
I understand. I'm in short mode. If you want to stop for 1 second and say Buck Del Campo and say something about it, and I can just look at it. Turbo Del Campo.
So give me a go and then I'll.
Yeah. And
Buck Del Campo here. Raising.
are you building a turbo manifold for a Slant 6?
I think that's what you got.
How dare you? You're just trying to be like that guy from Dead
I
Man's
know.
Garage.
I need a tip that's one step bigger than that.
You want more heat? I'll bring out the other torch. Can you guys see it all? Cast iron rod is a bronze rod. That's bronze, right?
Yeah.
It's bronze. Let's see. Thanks everybody for being here. I hope this is interactive enough. JB's Little Shop says more heat.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I wish I had another tip. Like, this is not enough heat. Yeah. This is just not the right torch.
Okay. Do we give up? What's the plan?
Plan is probably to get the right tip. I mean, I'm making it work, but it's a struggle.
Okay.
I'm blowing the shit around instead of heating it. So what it needs is
I guess it's going over to the stove.
yeah, cool, slowly there. And yeah, we need a number 2 tip.
Shoot.
And we need some bigger rod. I mean, I can use that rod, but I'm sucking up a half a rod doing almost nothing because it's so thin. This is for small projects. I'm doing a big project. Sure got that hot. Okay, this can sit here and cool. I'm sorry, Kim. It's just not the right stuff.
Buy you a bigger tip for Christmas so we can get this Slant 6 project going.
Well, probably need it before then. We can, I'll pick out the tip and we'll figure it out. You know, we got some, couple super chats the last couple of days. We'll buy a tip.
I'm cameraing you.
Camera.
Yeah,
Camera's a noun, you just made it into a verb.
Yeah. I didn't make it into a verb. I just used it as a verb. It's still a noun. It's a noun that identifies as a verb. Oh, you blur your TikToks. Okay, you could change things. Well, at least now we know.
Sorry.
Now we know and know
Sorry about
half
that.
the battle.
What is this? I've only seen Sob Foz. Oh, that silly old bloke from Oz, I guess. Sob Foz. He's now Sob Foz?
Jeez.
Yeah. Barrows, I have a torch head branded into my forearm.
Ow.
Using a torch to preheat and follow it with MIG. Dad seen a squirrel while manning the torch for me.
Your dad burned you with a torch?
Well, we did some other exhaust manifolds. They turned out real good, but I think they were thinner castings or something because it worked real well. Mexican Spec says, I'm tired.
We'll go to bed, Mexican Spec. You did good.
Just leave this on.
No, we'll go to bed. Don't even worry about us. Don't nobody care about what we're doing.
Senior
Thank
says,
you, Mexican Spec, for being here.
another day, bigger tip and a bigger rod will get it done. You know, the difference between a number 1 and a number 2 tip is enormous. I mean, I used to weld up airframes with oxyacetylene, and doing some of the big clusters down in the area where the landing gear was, I had to use a number 2 tip. But most of that frame I use like an aught, you know. So yeah, it makes a big difference to go up a step or two on a torch. Today, 30% of my RAM usage was from my laptop's backlit keys. Really? I had them going from red to blue. Okay, so they were sitting there changing colors. It was using RAM to decide what color. If you on your metal is cooling every second. Your metal is cooling every second. So the metal is on top. It's on top of the.
Yeah, we're done. We have to order parts.
Yeah, we have to order stuff. It's on top of the wood stove.
Normalize.
And that wood stove is about, I don't know, the surface of the wood stove is about 750 degrees Fahrenheit. So.
I think you could have got it, but it would have taken you a lot.
Yeah, no, because you gotta heat that much. And then the velocity of what's coming out the tip is starting to blow this stuff around. You know, that's not good. You know. I know when it's the wrong size tip. It's just time to get the right stuff, you know.
I'm good with that. Yeah. I don't want to do all that work and then have it fail. Do it right. Do it right. It's all it's a learning process. It's okay.
So then at some point, well, that wood stove will start to cool.
Yeah.
You know, it'll cool a couple hundred degrees before we put more wood in it.
Yeah.
And then we take it off the wood stove and set it somewhere.
Absolutely. We set it on a block of wood beside the wood stove where it can.
JB Littleshop says cast iron needs around 2,500. You're close. Yeah, but I could tell it just, you know.
I mean, he was starting to slow it.
It just needs. I know it's wrong the way it is.
Well, it's not going. Hey, I tried.
But what was good was we preheated it quite well, you know.
Yeah, see, I'm not being dumb about it. I don't want it to fail. I'm not just taking a cold cold casting and hitting it with a MIG welder. That's dicey at best.
There's people that do that with a flux core.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be very.
I'm not going to do that.
You're not going to have a lot of success, maybe, but no, that's not the best. That's not a professional way to approach the project. You're likely to have failure. Likely. That doesn't mean it's not possible, but it's likely to fail. So you're starting an uphill battle. Some people are fine with doing that. And I'm fine with people trying, especially when you got nothing to lose.
Hippie One says, I was late commenting, so message was off on timing. What did he comment?
Oh, I don't know. We don't mind.
Hippie One, your metal is cooling every second.
Oh, yeah, it does that.
Yep, it's just, the heat's just sucking the heat right out of it. Even though it's probably 600 degrees Fahrenheit, it's still, the heat's just traveling away from what I'm doing.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
Yeah, Buddy Carpon says, you could have a shop full of tools, but also need one more. Hey, I have told people
more tools is always the answer.
I have told people that. I've been working on mechanical stuff for 55 years. Well, longer than that now. I worked professionally for 55 years, and I've been working here for a couple more. There's no end to it. You buy tools, always.
JB's Little Shop says, I can weld cast with flux core, but it takes time takes a while. I'm sure it does. And I don't doubt that you can do it with success because you have had a lot of experience and you know what works and what doesn't. But it's an uphill battle. It's not something you would want to guarantee somebody you can have success with. It's one of those things you do because you got it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just like brazing to cast iron because I've had good luck with it. But I know like UTG is a flux core on a piece of cold cast iron. He seems to have okay luck with it. I don't know. I'm not going to do that.
Mohawk says, just remember, if at first you don't succeed, destroy all the evidence that you tried.
Yeah.
There you go. No one will know if you just try and then delete them.
Oh, what's this?
Hey, we have tried lots of things. Like when I worked on the Subaru, a lot of the video went in the trash can because it was garbage.
What is this?
It was not advice.
Is Tavo leaving? People say good night.
Mexican Spec said he was going to bed.
Yeah, but then Dean Stevenson says, night night, Sob Fuzz, who is Tavo, Casilio bloke from Oz, and he changed that to Sob Fuzz. Where do we get these names?
JB's not giving us crappy promises. You're allowed to give us some crap. What the fuck do we know?
I'm just.
What do we know?
I'm not comfortable with the way it is. So
if you talk to him about welding, gas welding aircraft frames, don't give him crap. He knows his shit.
I gas welded aircraft, chromoly tubing for a long time, and then we started using TIG. But of course, the TIG we had to normalize the welds afterwards. So, with gas welding, you don't have to normalize but you don't have to normalize them separately. It just happens as long as you don't have any air blowing on it, because you've got the cluster all heated and it just cools it. It just normalizes by itself. Buddy Carfano, I have a draw of tools, which would be from New England. Not a drawer like here, but a draw of tools that I only used once to get a job done. Oh, man. Yeah, I've had a few of those. On the way from California, where my father lived, to Arizona, where I was working for a while, partway there was a Lowe's store, and I would stop and I'd use the bathroom. It's just a convenient place. I always felt bad just going in there to take a leak, using their facility.
How dare you?
So what I did is it was an excuse to walk through where the tools are. So anytime I used their bathroom, I just for the hell of it bought a tool. And one of the tools I bought was a pair of snips, a really nice pair of like Batman snips, and they had little short cutters. with big long handles, so you have a lot of mechanical advantage. I didn't know what I was going to use them for, but I thought I'll use these someday. Well, you know,
we've been using them all week.
Kim picked those up, and she won't quit using them. So it's
They're
like
the right
I'm
tool.
glad I got them. You know, I'm just glad I got them.
Yeah, we got lots and lots of tools we hardly ever use. When you need them, having the right tool makes the work easy. The answer is always go and get the right tool. Makes it easier. Hey, thanks everybody for hanging out with us. It's Saturday night at the Del Campo.
Do you have to pay rent on those bottles, or can you get owned? Yeah, I own the bottles, and we get them filled.
It depends on who you buy them from. You can buy bottles or you can rent bottles.
I don't. You know, when I was in business with the radiator shops, I rented them, and I don't know.
Then you don't have to worry about recertifying.
Yeah, I don't have to recertify them and all that stuff. And I was going through a lot of gas, and there was a guy that came around, you know, and he'd change them out for me. So I did that. But here, that doesn't make any sense. So I bought that bottle in Arizona, I think. I may have bought it here and taken it to Arizona and then brought it back here. In fact, I think that's what I did. I do have a comment for people not having their own content. Most of us work full time. I just did 48 hours, 2 shows, full load in and load out. Barely have time to watch you two. Well, thanks for being here. Yeah, I know you're doing a lot of yeah, especially the weekends. I guess I would think you're busy.
But see, Hippie Law, you're not a jerk in the comments section, and we know you. So if you say something snarky, we know you're joking. You know what I mean? It's different. You don't say really rude and hurtful stuff or blatant bold.
We don't have a lot of that.
Because you have respect for working people because that's who you are. These people, most of these people who make these snarky comments or whatever, like, I don't think they do.
I don't think they do anything.
It's different. It is. It's different. But yeah, if you started making really rude comments and being hypercritical about stuff because you're a know-it-all, we might give you the stuff right back.
Talos says some places here we own the bottle but don't refill, we exchange. Yeah, same thing here. But the place we go to right now, they just go there and fill it up, hand it back to us, and it's not due for a what do they call it? Whatever their pressure check or whatever they do to it. It's not due for that for a while, so we're okay. But we can they'd exchange it too. Just no ongoing rental. Yeah, I don't have to pay rent.
Oh, that'd be awful.
Oh, yeah, well, I paid rent by the month on several bottles, and as soon as one of them was empty, I'd swap it out. I usually had like 3 bottles of oxygen and.
Would you help me decide how much overhang we want on this so we can cut it?
Okay, I gotta go help Kim for a minute. I'm gonna swing this around so we can.
Well, check the other camera, see what that looks like.
Check the other camera.
See if that looks okay.
Okay. Hang on.
Maybe I can.
Hang on, I gotta push the right button, which I don't always do. Oh, that's it's there, but you're like way out of focus. Well, you know, this side of the car is in focus.
Yeah.
That side of the car is like shower door.
Plan. Well, I'll focus over there. Go on over there and I'll focus you.
Focus. Isn't that a Ford? Fords have a focus. We have an out of focus.
The Del Campo out of focus. A new design from Buck Del Campo. Out of focus. The all-new Del Campo Blurry. There he is.
Build a car and color it out of focus.
Pablo says he has to pay rent on the big propane bottles, but not the small ones or the Argo. How much does it cost to fill a bottle? What did we pay? About $40 last time we got the big. It was more.
Okay, yeah, I put that manifold under on the blocks, the concrete blocks.
Okay, yeah,
it's under the stove. Now, what's this chunk of metal? You got 2 chunks of metal up here on top of the stove. I don't know what they are.
They were just little blocks to make sure it sat sort of straight on there.
Okay, I'm getting those out there.
Okay.
Just let them cool down below. So
Master Bake likes Bear Rose's Garage's content. Yeah, Bear Rose has some good shorts I've been seeing lately too.
Okay, what are we doing here?
Making snarky remarks is kind of employment. I want to figure out where to cut. We'll mark it, and I'll cut with the shear.
Okay.
How much overhang do we want for the weld that lip on?
Okay, so we got to cut this back a little bit.
A little.
I'm going to make a mark where I think it ought to be, and then we got to duplicate it on the other side, and then we run a string. That sound like something good to do?
That sounds exactly like how we want to do it. It worked good last time we did it, but it's time to do it again. Because we left extra to make sure we were getting it right. But I've got the camera set up over here, and I was going to duplicate what you did. How did you decide?
I'm sighting across at what I think looks good. That's all we're doing at this point. Okay, let me go over there.
All right, but the camera's in the way. I'm going to have to move the camera.
Oh, jeez, again.
Well, I was.
You didn't know I was going to be on that side.
I was going to have you on this side, and I'd be on that side. But
I'll go around it. Can I get around the other way?
No, I'll move the camera. I mean, you can't.
I can't walk around the front of the car because it's up against
the garage.
It's up against the garage.
To make room. It's tough being the camera person. You just have to adjust.
Cables.
What cables are that?
The ones that you hold on the chair. The chair fits around the chair.
Oh, it ain't easy. Filming ain't easy. All right, I'm going to just man the camera, I suppose. Manually operate the camera.
Got you. Something doesn't look right. Stand by. Where is that? That's there. That's about 5/8 back. Which I know is not. Dean will be happy. It's not millimeters. It's 5/8 of an inch. This is an inch car. Even in Australia, I think this is an inch.
He's using the eyeball-o-meter.
Yeah, I remember I worked with a guy named Adrian. He had one eye that worked and the other one didn't. And he was a carpenter. And every time we were working on something, we'd measure, and he goes, let me look at it with my good eye. And he'd go on there and sight. He'd sight down and he'd go, yep, looks good. And everything he did, he always got it right with his one eye. Man, he was a fun guy to work with. Okay, those are marked. We use the inboard mark. Does that make sense? So I don't know how you want to do that. You want to put a string and put some marks and then we'll put tape, or what do you want to do? Probably have to put tape across there. Let's put a string, and then we'll put a bunch of marks, and then we'll tape it. You think?
If we put the marks and then use that ruler like we did last time, I'll be able to follow it real good. The tape makes something that gets caught up in the shears.
Okay, so let's get a string, and I'll get the.
Yeah, where did we put that string? Is it still? Oh, it's over here on the desk.
I have no idea.
It's right there, towards me, right by the green can.
Oh, it's under these. It's under these.
It's under the curlies.
It's under these things. These are what we're giving away.
Yeah. Buy those with points.
Buy those curly cues with points.
We will even cover most of the shipping.
Man, that wind's blowing out there. Hey, Kim, I gotta hand this to you. You're holding the camera.
Well, I gotta set the camera.
Where's our camera person?
I'm the camera person.
No, you're the cutter.
Gee. We need more arms. We need an intern to do all this.
An intern.
An intern. Somebody who doesn't get paid. Does all the work. We need a cleanup crew to come in after the live.
Man, that camp's so crooked, makes us look like we're crooked.
Is it? Let me see. I'll have to, now,
Look at the camera.
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna need some tape. Tape. That
What kind of
glue, anything that'll keep the string tight. Probably that. No, that blue duct tape stuff. It's not really duct tape, but it's not.
Not much left.
I know. We gotta find. I know there's a roll of this somewhere.
There's lots of it around.
There's a whole roll of this big new one somewhere. Where is it? Probably at the house.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? I don't know. Probably in your car. In the trunk of your
Oh,
car.
I know where it is. I took it to No Name
Yeah,
Assholes. It's in that plastic. It's in that plastic thing. Okay, here. See what I did? I taped it right on that inboard mark, the forward mark, to the front of the car.
Forward mark?
There's two marks.
Yeah.
The one that's toward the front of the car.
Why are you doing that?
That's what we wanted. That's our.
I thought we wanted to leave a little bit of lip.
Let's see where you are. Maybe I did it wrong. Let's see. Maybe I'm giving you bad instructions. Oh. You know what? That needs to lift over here, but it's get over here. Doesn't leave. Ooh. Let's move it to this one. Oh, this is a new dilemma. Something just to add a little old shit to it.
Little oak shit. That's what you need. Lift it and drop it, and lift it and drop it. So it falls in the right spot. Yeah, that's good. Wonka visionometer. Sorry guys, I'm not that good at yeah, we're using the ichrometer.
The ichrometer. Kim, catch.
That was fun.
Okay. Can you make your marks?
Yes.
It's not good. It's not good.
It's not good.
No, it's a little bit. I'm sighting it. It doesn't look real good. I gotta mess with it a little bit.
We do. So it's fine with me.
The ichrometer says that's pretty good.
Yeah? We want marks on the front of it or the back of it?
Make it under. Now make it to the back.
Go bars to the front.
Make it under the string. No, you can't do that. Let's see. Cheap duct tape leaves residue. Blue painter's tape won't. I use Pro Gaff tape. You know what you use? Use. Where's that tape? Where's the tape?
Don't use that. It's expensive.
Kim says don't use this tape. It's expensive as hell. You know what? It's damn good tape. It is. See if I can put this up here so it can be read. It is 3M 8979 duct tape. And you can get it in this color, or you can get it in olive drab, or red, or black, I think. And then there's this same stuff that says 8979N, which is nuclear. They use it to tape up the anti-seize, you know, the stuff you wear and where there's nuclear stuff. Okay. So anyway, don't buy the N. You just pay more for the certification. Buy the 8979. It is guaranteed not to leave residue for 6 months.
If you want to sit and chat, you can put.
No, I'm putting it over there.
Well, no, I was going to say you can put it on the dual camera and you can talk.
But no, that's okay. They can hear me. But we used to use it out in the desert in Arizona on airplanes and everything, and it holds stuff on a couple 100 miles an hour. But you peel it off, no residue. I really like that stuff. You know. So anyway, that's why I use it. Okay, You want it off?
Yep, we're done. You want to roll her up? I'm going to get the big, long roller. We'll put a mark, and then I will shear it up. Watch the camera behind you. Just don't whack it.
Don't whack it. Whack it, whack it. Oh, you left tape on this. Oh, that's all right. I'll use it.
Well, you can take the tape off.
Stick it back on the whole tape. Okay. Now, this 3M 8979, you can get it on Amazon, and it's I guarantee you won't have any residue. It's not that expensive. I mean, you buy a giant roll of it.
Hey, I need your hand on this roller.
If you over there. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to hold it down hard. You just need to line it up good.
Does yours sweep out like this?
Just a tiny bit.
This one sweeps out, so I'll move it in like this. But starting right here, come over here and look. Come over here and look. I think this is correct. I think this is correct. I think the other side needs to do this.
I think it does.
Swoop out a little bit.
It does a little bit, yes.
And then is that pen open?
It is.
Can I have it?
Oh, okay.
Scratching out my phone number there.
Can you do the same thing?
Oops. Like that. It starts.
I know. We don't have to do it way down. This isn't flexible enough to do the radius. I'll get a thinner thing to make the radius.
Okay, then I swooped it out just slightly. Just gave it and.
I got this. It's real thin. It can go around the radius.
Oh, well, I kind of did it. All right.
You can go ahead and mark that one if you need to, and then we can mark this one too.
Let go.
Make sure they're the same.
All right. Okay. I kind of freehand it there, but you're gonna have to.
No, I want you to do this side so they're the same.
So there's a little artistic license on this
Well,
side.
I will follow your artistic license, but I want it to be the same. Whose line is it anyway, says Dean. It's his. Mohawk says I use 3M yellow bodywork painter's tape. I've never seen the yellow. I've seen the blue, and I've seen the green is the frog tape.
But that will not hold. That body tape will not hold it. It's meant to hold.
Cabo says the Oz has a curved lip. I don't know, what's a curved lip mean? Like there's a little bit of a radius on that lip?
Okay.
With an underlip.
Tim, come over here and look
at it. Yeah, this is going to have, that's what we're building.
I'm going to go look at the other side and make sure I'm right. See how this takes a little bit of a swoop out because of, as it drops down, there is a little bit of an angle there. Yep. Okay. So, although when we put what he's calling a curved lip, I think ours is going to be kind of a flat edge. Yeah.
There's going to be some curved lippy.
Well, if it isn't quite right, you grind a little bit off and we're done and welded.
Mud that shit.
Okay, Kim, how are you going to do that with the
shear? Works really
with the
good.
shear? Or you can follow that line without botching it up.
I'm really getting good with the shear. I've been practicing.
Okay, what about holding that from vibrating?
We're going to need to get all that shit off there. It's going to vibrate.
Yeah, it'll all spill. Okay.
Yeah. No point.
I'm going to take a break for a minute.
Okay, no point in pretending that it's not. I'm going to go talk to the chat for a minute, make sure they're not getting bored, because they are There are cheerleaders' encouragement for this evening, and we appreciate them. Here I come. I am back. We're moving along. Don't lose Elton John's piano. I have to go. Okay, good night, Hippie Long. Oh, Hippie Long's doing a loadout. Okay, I hope it goes good for you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we're making progress. Thanks for hanging out, guys, while we're working on it. As soon as he comes back, I'm going to shear that off. It's going to make a ton of noise. It's going to make one of these big spiralies. You can tell you made a nice straight cut when the spiral's real consistent like that. Good stuff. It feels good when you get one of these long spirals and you don't have to stop because you're just... And it's good to leave it a little long and then make another cut. The worst, though, is when you only need to cut like a tiny bit off because you can't get it. Whew. So we have to try and make the underlip. Yeah. We're going to use that metal that I showed earlier. I don't know if you saw it. We did buy some metal, and we did some shorts of us preparing it. And we made it so it has a radius. And we're going to tack weld that, tack that to the roof lip. And then I'll be able to grind it a little bit. Just add a little lead filler later. Maybe.
Lead filler?
Yeah, of course. Doesn't everybody use lead filler? Valiant coil springs. High torsion springerage. Torsion spring.
I'm missing my gloves. I set them somewhere. It's foolish and set them.
I hate when I do that. Happens a lot around here.
Oh, these up here. I think it's these, I believe. I don't know. Yes, these. Are they? These are starting to get cleaner. I don't know. Yeah.
Buddy Carvano says measure twice, cut once. We measured 3 times. It's still too short.
Yeah, cut 3 times and still too damn short.
Josh Oman says lead is pretty nasty stuff. You better be sure what you're doing when you're handling lead. Because if you poison yourself, you'll die.
I did one car with lead, and I will never, ever do it again. It was a lot of work. It was huge work. And, you know, it's back when I was young, and some old body man told me that was the right way to do it. And I wish I'd never listened to it. It was not good.
Poisonous, not noise. Dean Stevenson. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of practical need to use lead. I've seen people do it. I just don't think there's a lot of... It doesn't need to be done now. You can use regular filler and it fills. You know, decades of you know, polyester filler doesn't lie. It fills. It fills unevenly. Lead is cool, and I have a lot of respect for the people who do lead work, but I don't think it's necessary.
If you prep the surface well, and you don't cake the stuff on there, you just got a little...
It's an art form. The people who know how to do it want to just keep doing it because they love it, and that's cool.
Okay.
Or because they're nuts from ingesting too much lead.
Okay, Kim.
Yeah.
I'm ready for whenever you're ready.
For what? To go back?
Yeah, you got enough stuff off the top, you think?
No, I got to do that. But I come over to talk to Jack
that's all right.
while you were away.
We'll talk over here.
Yeah, I'm going to get cleaned up. I still haven't found my shear. I set it down somewhere and hid it from myself. It's around
Here's the sheet. I'll
find it. It has eluded me at this point. I don't know what I did
I'm looking.
to create such an elusive shear.
It's over here by the lights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and talk to chat. I'm going to set things up, clean up a little bit.
I'm feeling really not good.
Good. Well, it's time for you to sit down.
I don't know why I feel like this. It's like my stomach's starting to get upset, and it does that sometimes. Time to sit down. Hey, folks, just got back from a call and got a DM injury lawyer ad. That's vintage.
Oh, you got 2 points.
He's out driving the ambulance. Yep. Hey, I want to ask you something. Vintage. Oh, my 72 Impala got called a dead sled at Grateful Dead cover band concert. Hey, I wanted to ask you about the radios in your ambulance. First of all, are you part of a fire department? Or are you part of a private ambulance or what? And what kind of radios do you use? Like, I don't mean brand name. I mean, are they like high band or UHF, or are they encrypted? I'm just curious. And maybe you don't know all that stuff, but I'm kind of a radio guy, so I'm interested. That's all. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to. I don't know how tight is that on the all the way across? Is it pretty tight, or do we have to stick something in there? That's a question for Kim.
I haven't processed the information that you're asking for yet.
Okay.
I'm coming over. You said, how tight is that in?
Well, where that curvature is.
How much space is in that gap?
Yeah. Are we gonna have to stuff something in there, or can I hold it where it is, or yeah? What's gonna happen? Oh, there's a lot of space.
There's some gap there, yeah.
Well, but it's also flexing what's under it, so. Itches. Eesh, something on the back. Like it.
See, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
There's the cab starts to roll towards the front.
Yeah.
And then it meets up further.
And that's why it flexes.
That's why there's flex and gap, but it does actually touch.
Okay.
Further back up in.
He says it's a county ambulance service. All the radio stuff is an encrypted deal. That's the best I know. Okay, I got a good idea what it is then.
I was gonna weld it to this and then make a little swoop towards the cab with some other kind of material.
Yeah, I've got a scanner here, and I used to be able to listen to police and ambulance service and all that kind of fire department, all that kind of stuff, and everything's encrypted now. And so now we have the secret police. I don't really agree with that, but we have it. And the only thing I really can listen to, I guess occasionally there's a barge that goes up the river. I can hear that sometimes. And then the place where we take the garbage, they report what kinds of recyclable stuff to somebody. I can hear that once a day. Really exciting stuff where, a couple $1,000 worth of scanner equipment. Oh well, I enjoyed it for some years. Okay. So tell me what you want me to do.
Well, you were asking about the roll. What if we just take this window out?
Well, do you want to do that, or do you want to close it so the shit doesn't go in there?
Well, yeah, but...
Or are you worried about breaking it?
I'm worried about right here when we try and weld, burning the rubber gasket.
Oh, my God. Pull the whole thing out?
Soft. It'll come out. I can feel this inner lip. It's super soft. It'll just pull right out.
I don't know.
It's got this, it's got this insert here. I don't know. It might get ruined.
I used to use my dad's radio when we went out street racing until the police channel went encrypted in my town.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
Yeah, could hear them after that. Yeah, I don't really agree with the police doing that. Most of the criminals are too stupid to understand what they're listening to. And people like me, when they, twice while I was listening to police, one time right in front of me there was a stolen car. I was at a traffic signal, red light, a couple cars in front of me, but the one right in front of me, it came out. It was a stolen car. So I called them. So, hey, that car's right in front of me. Shit, they had cops all over the place in a minute. I think they probably appreciated that. And then another time, there was the same thing, stolen car. And that guy ran, and he basically got away, but they recovered the car. So, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing for on a system, radio. Most of the criminals are stupid anyway. That's the ones that get caught, the stupid ones.
That's illegal stuff.
What is this? Dean Stevenson. Talk about all the different isotopes of lead and isotopes of uranium and thorium-232. Thorium-233 is the one I like. And some major natural decay chains, U-238 series, but I digress. Yeah. You get thorium-232, which we used to get from Coleman lantern mantles, and then you bombard it with some alpha, and you can actually make it, but you can't get that stuff anymore.
No, don't tell
them how to do that.
Put it on so that you could see both of us.
Okay. She don't like me telling any stories. Let's see here.
The other one.
This one? Oh yeah, you can see both of us.
No,
sort of.
I don't think it's working.
You don't think it's working?
Well, that's not. See, look, I'm not there.
Oh, what is? Oh no, that's an old picture that's just stuck. That's an old picture that's stuck. Oh, that's weird. J.G. Mopar, good evening. How you doing? I'm late to the show. It doesn't matter. People come, people go. We're in here trying to cut on this, trying to cut the roof back a little bit on this Valiant because we have. Okay, you need to reset something. Kim's over here resetting something. Cat. Oh, deactivate, activate. That's how you do. Oh, now it's right.
There you go.
Okay, that's the current camera.
Now you guys can see what I'm doing.
You got to raise it up a little bit, right?
No, I'm working. You can see what I'm doing.
Oh, really? See? Oh, yeah. When you stand in it, it goes down a little bit.
See, I'm removing this.
Oh, you're taking the window out. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. And then we got to make sure the seats are covered. Not when we're cutting, but if we're welding. I don't want those seats to get boogered up. Vintage says, I'm no chemist, but I did make my own mathematical formula. I'm going to use it one day to make a math-oriented video for my channel. It may go over all right. Okay. Josh Holman, looks good to me. Kim is pulling out the, whatever you call that, lock ring or whatever it is. Well, maybe we can sand that and paint it before we put it in. It's pretty ugly. Oh, it's got some kind of, it's like chrome that's not chrome anymore.
Plastic chrome.
Plastic chrome.
Plastic chrome.
Mopar says, JG Mopar says the project is looking good. Yeah, it's getting there.
Thank you.
We actually have I call the thing a bulkhead. I don't really know what it is, but it's the back of the cab, front of the bed. Are lock strip windows hard to? I don't know, Kim. The question is, are lock strip windows hard to install? She says this.
You just have to know the trick.
This gasket's really soft. We've tried to do some that are so old, and the gasket's like a black piece of rock. And man, those are not fun.
It can be dicey.
Those are not fun. What was that we were doing that on?
We were trying to get the one out of this car.
Oh, out of the back window.
The original back window.
Oh, the original back window, yeah. With that.
Wasn't having it.
And that, 1972 in the sun for how many years? And it was,
yeah, it was cooked.
It was cooked.
But those go in pretty tight in the first place. But when the gasket gets hard, it's just.
Tavo says, I believe bulkhead to be the correct term. Yeah, I worked on airplanes a lot. That would have been a bulkhead. Same thing, I'm sure, on a ship. And so a car or a truck, yeah, it gets the bulkhead.
I guess it's a legitimate description of what we're doing.
JG Mopar,
one piece, no kinks.
JG Mopar says, I have to replace the windshield on my 65 Valiant. It has a lock strip gasket. Man, that's old. And maybe it's been replaced and it's a soft rubber gasket.
If it's been replaced, you might get it out. You'll probably
mangle
the lock strip.
Oh, he says he has brand new glass and gaskets. If that's the case, just take a blade and cut it. And then you won't break you won't have busted glass all over the place.
Yeah, you've got all the. I mean, honestly, I would try and get it out just for like.
I moved that.
But knowing that even if I failed, like that's the best time to practice is when you know you can't really fail.
You know, that Studebaker that's up there, wherever it is.
Oh, you've told this story
up there.
times.
That car, it's a 61 Studebaker. You can still get gaskets and glass for them. And it's new old stock. And I think the gaskets might actually be new stock. It's pretty cool. But like Kim's 66 Dart, what is it? You can get both, or you can only get one, or something. I don't know what.
What do you mean?
You can get the gasket and the glass.
Yeah.
You can get both because we got to do her windshield, and that's the windshield's starting to get that. It's not starting. It's well into that white stuff all around where the glass is delaminating, and it's getting so you can't drive it at night because lights coming the other way light up that.
Yeah, it's delaminating.
Light that up.
Oh,
if the rubber is soft, rope method is best to install those windshields.
Yeah.
Assemble it all first. That's what Tavo says. Mohawk says, be careful. Those glass stretchers are hard to find. Finish says, I had to order the gasket online, but my local glass store got the windshield for my Pinto 2 years ago. That's pretty cool. The last Pinto windshield, I knew a glass guy. It's like the town where I grew up. I knew everybody. I knew the transmission people. I knew the glass people. I knew the upholstery people. You always know everybody where you grow up, you know? So I had a good friend that had a glass shop, and he did my Pinto windshield, my last one. He had it done I left it at his house in the evening, and I went shopping or something, walked back over to his house, and it was sitting there. It was done. JG Mopar says the original windshield is already broken, so I'm not worried about the glass or gasket. How broken, though? I mean, is it cracked, or is it like shattered glass where you got to vacuum it up? Because that's a pain in the ass. Well, Kim, it looks like you did it.
I did it.
Okay, you want some help with that?
Oh, I don't know. Where do you think?
I don't know.
Hey, go ahead. You can talk this chat. I'll find a spot.
You'll find a spot. Dougster, have no fear. Dougster is here. Yeah, because we had broken windows in my car. Driver's window that rolls up and down. Twice we had broken glass. And twice we had to vacuum that all out of the door and clog the vacuum up. And
didn't have no water bed. Had to sleep on broken glass.
It was a mess. I hope we never have to do that again. But we got another extra glass.
Didn't have no lawnmower. We used our teeth to cut the grass.
And you know why we have that glass? Because we'll never need it as long as we have it. It's when you don't have it and you got to go out and pay $1,000 for a piece of glass that's no longer available.
Oh.
That's when it sucks. Yeah, you got to use piece for a reasonable price. So that's our insurance policy. Well, Kim, that looks kind of good with it out, I guess. I don't know.
All right, I need a second to sit down. Go ahead.
Says, oh no, in one piece, but all cracked. Yeah, try not to break it because it shatter and it'll make like a 10,000 little BB-sized glass.
Trailer to hurt diamonds.
Oh, you're back over here? We will change this, do that.
Diamonds, that's right. Like when your window exploded at the chiropractor. What a mess.
Trust me, no matter how well you clean up after glass breakage, you will find more later. Yep. Man, we cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. I think it's all out of my door. Because we could, down there where that pinch seam is in the door, that's where it all was. And the vacuum wouldn't take it out, but we'd pick it out, vacuum some more and pick it out. I think we got it all. I really think we got it all. Yes, the redneck diamonds are hard to vacuum up. I've had to do that 10 years later, still find pieces. Wendy English, how you doing?
Thank you, everybody, for being here and participating tonight. We appreciate you.
I had a 56 Ford
cool.
two-door wagon, a ranch wagon. And when you lift up the back where the spare tire is, all the way in the back, there was corn in there. Looked like popcorn, rock hard corn. Vacuumed it all out and everything. Drove the car around a little bit more and opened it up. God, there's more corn all over the place. A friend of mine had a 57 Ford Ranch wagon. He's laughing. He goes, mine has corn back there too. Go, really? So we vacuum his all out. And it's like once a week we'd open up the thing and there'd be more corn. I don't know where that car must have been producing corn. I don't know where the hell it was coming from. But that car had corn till I got rid of it. Thank you for being here. Says lean burn.
Mr. Cordoba.
Man. Yeah. You missed our lean burn today. No, we
did a lean burn conversion. You should have been here.
We were using the torch, but it wasn't.
It wasn't lean.
You know what I do? I run it, the perfect flame, and then I just put just a little more gas so it's slightly carburizing flame. And I always got used to doing that with chromoly, because that's how you're supposed to weld chromoly. But I just the tiniest bit of that just past the cone little thing in there, and so that's actually rich a little bit, not lean. Oh man, I'm talking too much shit.
No, you're the star of the show.
Somebody made a comment on the comments afterwards. I don't remember who it was. Said I'm too intense. I gotta calm down. I'm too intense or something.
Don't overthink the comments.
Don't overthink the comments. I guess I don't. Oh god, torches are good. Use more oxygen. Make it lean. Make that little purple cone. It'll just burn stuff up in a second. Then it goes crack and it goes out. Oh man.
Now I can get in there with the sander and take some of that old paint off so I have something to weld to.
A bit hard to weld with a cutting torch.
Yes, it is.
I was in junior high school shop class, and we had these fire bricks or something, and we had torches and we're welding over there. And me, being a kid, gotta mess around. I had a couple pieces of that fire brick, and I welded them together with a torch because I was able to melt the stuff. And I thought that was pretty cool. So after it cooled off, I picked it up and it just cracked, just fell right apart. It had no strength at all, but I welded them together. And I didn't get in trouble because the teacher didn't see it. Me and Terry the torch hang out often. The only time I welded chromoly, I used neutral flame, and it worked well. It only had to hold 2 pounds. So the right way to weld chromoly is just a tiny bit richer than that perfect flame. And then you kind of can't have any air blowing on it, probably 70 degrees or so. And you just kind of dust the edge of the flame around it as you pull away, and then let it cool room temperature, 70 degrees with no air blowing on it. It'll be normalized, which will be about 90,000 psi. And it won't be over hardened and it won't be brittle. I welded using a cutting torch on a piece of wood. Can you read that? I got the words all scrambled.
I have welded using a cutting torch. I had a piece of wood in the jam under the lever so I wouldn't blow a hole in the project.
With a cutting torch, you're usually trying to blow a hole. Parquet. Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed the live for Mexican Spec. Oh yeah, he had a good live too. He was here
most of the live so far, but he left about 15 minutes ago. Maybe went to bed.
The quality of his lives has just gotten better and better and better. And it's remarkably good now.
He and Mrs. Mexican Spec have a really good rapport going. They're lots of fun.
Oh man, cherry pink and preheated blossom white. What? Cherry pink and I forget when we TIG welded. Then we had to heat like a cluster up. I don't remember the temperature, but I had a crayon that melted it. It would change color at a certain temperature. It was like 900 something degrees, I think. I really don't remember. But I knew. and we'd make marks where we were going to normalize, and as soon as that stuff changes color, you take the torch away and you let it cool. Same thing, room temperature, no wind on it. If you got any wind, you can't be doing that. So, like all around the wing fittings and around the landing gear, any place you didn't want a brittle heat affected zone, you do that, which is a lot of places on an airplane frame. Man, there's a bang outside. What you think, Kim?
Oh, I was just sitting down for a minute. I was pretty intense pulling that window out.
Okay.
And I probably need to run over the house and go pee. And then I'll cut that.
Does the house need that? Oh, no, you need
that. I need that,
yeah. It's windy out there.
I noticed. Wow.
Oh, I got my radio. Mm-hmm. When we walk around the yard at night, there's all kinds of traps and obstructions and stuff. Easy to kick something and fall. So we always take radios with us in case we need to call, like, hey, I'm down.
Laneburn says, I should do a live. You melted a crayon. I melted a prion. Isn't a prion those things in your brain that eat holes in your brain?
I have no idea. I've never seen that word. Ask Dean. Dean knows everything. He might know what that word is.
I mean, he used the word.
Sprint without hurting himself.
Oh,
you know what?
Running around here in the dark is dangerous.
Between here and the house.
I gotta go. I'm going. Okay. I'm coming right back.
Take your radio.
It's in my pocket.
Okay. Between here and the house, there is a tow dolly with a tongue that's on the ground and it's painted black. And she has slammed her feet into that more than once at night, walking back. Just runs straight into it. And about takes her to the ground and hurts her feet. So it's like every time we're walking home, it's like, watch out for that tow dolly. Watch out for that tongue. Don't smash into the tongue. Let's see here. I'm waiting to get my own house before doing a live. Oh, you're looking for a house, huh? You know what? I look in your videos. You got all kind of interesting stuff around there, but I guess it's not your house. Got all these cars around and some space there. Let's see. Dean says mine aren't connected. I couldn't possibly comment. Lindbergh, what's your handle, Mr. Campo? So if I'm around and I hear you're on the CB, my handle is Lindbergh. Big old long thing with a rubber duck on the end. You know what? I'm on sideband mostly, like channel 37, 36, 35, 34 up there. And shoot skip, I'm UDX 979. 979, mostly. But UDX is a radio club that I belong to because of 390 Wagon Master, his live shows, he issues all these UDX numbers because it's fun. So, yeah, I'm 979 on them. But just driving down the road, if we're on AM driving down the road, it's like, hey, Kim. And she'll go, yeah, what? We talk to each other, but that's it. A prion is a hypothetical particle that, if they exist, would be a subcomponent of more familiar elementary particles like quarks and leptons. Doug, sir, I busted my pinky toe so bad it was bruised and purple for 2 weeks.
I'm sorry.
And I was sober when I did it. Oh, I've done that. Same toe.
Nobody to blame.
I've done it to my big toe, but I did that when I was a kid. Now, the little toe is the one that's gotten it as an adult. Just smash. And I'm clumsy. And I run into stuff with my feet. And I know better than to walk around with bare feet because I'll break a toe. So I wear flip-flops that are bigger than my feet, but I still do it. Vintage. I have 6 cars. My dad has 6 cars. My mother has 2 cars. There are a lot of cars. Yeah.
A lot of cars. Yeah.
My former wife came up here and she's looking around. She goes, why do you have so many cars? Oh, yeah. JG Mopar. I listen for you out there, Buff. UDX 76. Always have my ears on for UDX folks. Yeah. Oh, and I'll get on there And you tell me what you do. Are you sidebander? When I get on there, I really don't know all. It's been years since I was on there a lot. I was never a sidebander. So I'll get on sideband and I'll be listening and I'll go to 38 because then I can tell the skips in. Then I'll drop to a little lower frequency like 37 or 36 or 34 or something. And it's kind of quiet. And I'll go UDX 979, Middle Tennessee, standing by, except I'm all tongue-tied with it. I'll just go standing by. And somebody will respond from halfway across the country. I'm amazed. With 12 watts, I can do that. So am I doing that right? I don't know. I don't know if I know the lingo well. Okay, what are you doing?
This is the brazing that I got Buff Del Campo to do earlier. He stopped. He said it was not good, but
I don't have
it looks
big enough.
pretty impressive.
I don't have a big enough tip. Yeah, I couldn't get the manifold hot.
I don't think you can really see it very good.
Yeah, the manifold didn't get hot. So it didn't flow out nice on the manifold.
It was getting there. It was close, but hey, he said no. We need a bigger tip.
You get a small tip, and you're cranking it up and cranking it up. Pretty soon it's just blowing the stuff away. You need the right size tip.
It'll work though. See, look, that's the collar, and then I'll be able to weld to that.
Yeah, JG Mopar says, yeah, a lot of sideband. I'm usually at 37 or 36. I stay away from 38. The only reason I go to 38 is I listen for a couple minutes and figure out where the skip's coming from.
It was 38 racing.
And then I move to somewhere else. Do you ever use any what do they call it? Like below channel 1? Free banding. I wonder if you ever do any of that. Doug, sir, I bought my Lafayette Micro 723 CD channel. Oh yeah, I saw it. You showed it to me. Remember, I was sitting there with you and John Pope, and you were showing that. We were talking all about it, and I told some stupid joke. Actually, it was something Tim had said to me earlier in the day, and you guys laughed like hell about it. Oh, I want to tell that joke on here, but I can't do that. I cannot repeat that joke on here. Oh, it was funny as hell though. But we'll do it. I'll tell the joke again at No Name Nationals next year. It was funny as hell, and it wasn't a joke that you knew. It was just a joke that it just came off. You just made it up.
If you hype it up too much, it won't be funny anymore. Okay, guys, I'm gonna make noise. Throw the other camera. Well, I'll change that.
Yeah, cameras. Yeah, it was when I pulled.
Put it on the 2 cameras so they can see you.
It's when I ripped your door handle off.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
That was really funny, but I
remember.
And I repeated that, and everybody thought it was quite funny because it was. Oh, JG Mopar says, I hear most UDX stations on 37. Okay, I'll remember that.
Can they see that okay? Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
I think you can see that okay. You see a line drawn there? That's what we're going to get rid of. We left some extras so we could do this, and now we're going to do it.
Make a lot of noise.
Okay, you want me to, Tavo says, Yeah, I know, they auto-muted. Wow. They're right. You made another coil spring. Yeah, it does mute the it does mute it, and that's why I just get quiet when she's making a lot of racket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clean burn. Sounds like an M22 in first gear. That's a rock crusher, isn't it? Okay, then we got to put that trailing edge on there. God, I hope it fits the curve now that we cut that off. You know what, Kim? I want to walk over there and see what that looks like. Because I'm thinking it's in the right part. Oh, yeah, I think we're good. Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of the stuff I have to do is kind of noisy and obnoxious.
You know, Blue Grit made a comment. That thing you got your thumb in, he says, he goes, it'd be cool if you keep the third brake light up there.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, we talked about that, putting a third brake light
Yeah,
and,
I'd like to do that.
and a white bulb for a bed light. But you know what? We're gonna have to design a logic circuit, because when you step on the brakes, you know, the brake lights will light it up. When you turn on the turn signals, it'll flash. It won't know what to do. And it'll make, I've done this before, it'll make both turn signals flash at the same time. You got to have a logic circuit so it ignores the turn signals. And I don't really remember how to do that.
I don't know, we'll work on that. That's important.
Or you put a second switch on the brake pedal that only operates that. I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows how to do that? Who knows how to
do that?
Oh, God. I got an itch on the back of my leg. It's killing me.
All right.
Something bite me? A Stubby Spring Mobile. Stubby Spring Mobile.
Give me that green tape.
Green tape.
Yeah. Thank
you. Take the wire from before the turn signal switch. Oh, that's what Tavo says. Take the wire from before the turn signal switch. Well, when the turn signal's on, though, won't that feed back into that? I'm not sure.
There's probably a way. I'm listening.
I remember when those the third brake light, the thing they call a Chimsel, when the Chimsel came out, people wanted to add them onto their older cars, and so you could buy you want better tape. I don't know if we have much of this.
Nah, this is fine. I want to use this because this will work. This is going to work. I just need to hold it first.
So, but there was a box they call a logic circuit, and you had to hook that up. And I really don't know what that is.
I'm sure there's a way to make it work.
Yeah, there's a way to make it work,
but
think
about it enough.
I'm not a. Let's see here. Tavo says no turn signal disconnects from brake light switch when turned on. No. Turn signal disconnects from brake light switch when turned on. Okay, let me think what that means. No. Turn signal disconnects from brake light switch when turned on. I'm gonna have to play around with that a bit.
We'll work on that one. Good question.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just get in there and understand it. There's a trailer wiring stuff that will make a turn signal a brake light, so that on a two-wire, the brake light doesn't flash.
Yeah, I'll bet you if we do like a Google search.
Grody has one, I think. What happened the last time I bought something from
That
Cody?
was a real
It
stressful
didn't
trip.
work. But that was our fault, probably. We probably ordered the wrong part.
Wait,
Sob,
we didn't know.
Sob pause. Gustavo knows how. Dudster, my friend bought a cheap Ryobi shear that was battery operated. We were testing a part, Chevy big block motor, or probably taking apart a Chevy big block motorhome, and one of the guys used it on too thick of metal and broke it on the first day. Man.
What was it? What was it they broke?
A Ryobi shear like that, but it was a battery-powered shear.
Yes, you can absolutely break them. Super easy.
You know that.
I've been using them for a long time.
It looks like this, and she goes, "You can break that off." So she's
same with
careful.
the little punch cutter. What is that called? Somebody tell me the word.
A punch cutter?
The little cutter that punches out little squares or little circles.
Oh, yeah, what's that thing called? A nibbler.
A nibbler. There's a fantastic tool, but if you use it wrong, you'll break it like right now. You'll break it right in. You'll bust that little die right out if you start twisting it wrong or trying to go through too thick of metal. You'll mess them up. I remember nibbler. We needed nibblers when doing certain kinds of work. And there were certain people, they were not allowed to touch the nibblers because every time they got one, they broke it.
They broke it.
Did not observe the required handling for that thing.
Tavo says trying to put a wiring diagram into words.
Yeah, right?
You know, I wrote instructions to put together kit airplanes, one of my jobs, and it's really strange the way people think. Some people can read text and build something without diagrams, and other people cannot do that. They need to use diagrams and pictures. I tend to lean toward the diagrams and pictures and stuff, you know, like a good CAD drawing. And but me trying to put instructions how to assemble an airplane into words, that was difficult. That was really difficult. Let's see here. Brody Stuffs is great. Yeah, I think we just got the wrong part. You okay, Kim? What happened?
Nothing happened. I'm just hopping around. What time is
it? It is 11:39.
How many hours are we in? 2.5?
2.5 and 9.
I mean, it's up to you. We can go as long as you want to.
You want to go like 20 more minutes or something?
Sure,
I guess
we'll do it.
Okay. Well, they're great, but only on flat stuff. Useless on metal, on this metal or curves. I don't know. Some of them, they're kind of nice on a tight little curve if you got thin material. I don't know. I don't use them much. Well, this guy I'm talking about could break an iron ball with a rubber hammer. Half dry. Oh, man. Yeah. There's people that just shouldn't have tools.
Yeah, that's bad.
Well, according to some people, the Muncie and Saginaw are the same transmissions, just built in different places, and the T10 was different altogether. Yeah, I don't know about that. Vintage, Taco and I are saying Taco. Oh, you mean Tavo? Taco. Now we have a Taco from Australia. Tavo and I are saying the same thing, except I like using relays. Yeah, I understand. I understood what you meant. And Dean's singing something that I'm sure I can't sing, so I'm going to let everybody else read it. Let's see. What's he say? She says, oh my God, like a bag of those toenails. What? Toenail thing. I knew a guy, he was captain on a turboprop airplane, a small airliner. You know, like 50 people, that kind of thing. And he's up there flying. And they've got a curtain here. I got to put on the other thing so I can wave my arms around. People can see me. So there's a curtain right here behind him. But down here, there's the pedestal comes down where the throttle and all that stuff is. But the back part of the pedestal is a tray where they put all their documentation, like their books with their checklists and everything. So this woman that's sitting behind, she's in the first row, so she's behind right behind the pilots, right behind the curtain. She pushes the curtain over while they're flying, and she takes her foot out of her shoe and leans it up there on that compartment where the documentation is, and she cuts her toenails, and her toenails are dropping down in the documentation. And he was like, "What are you doing? What's wrong with you?" And she didn't see a problem with that, and she finished cutting her toenails into their documentation. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. I just remember that story. That's all. Let's see. Take my word for it. Run a direct wire from the brake light switch to the third light. It won't flash the turn signals. Okay, I'll give it a try. What I'll do is I'll do it with a test light and see how that works. And then we're gonna have to run a wire because obviously this car didn't have that originally. I'll have to make it so it's nice. But if we do that, I want to stick some LEDs up there that have white that we can turn on with a switch, and then red that it comes on with the brake light, so that if we want to, back there doing something at night, we can flick on a bed light. But I don't know how well that'll work with both sets of lights in there. I don't even know if there's room for it. Hey, think about using some structural adhesive on that project. Holds as good as weld, but less easy than welding. Less easy than welding. What are you talking about? Where would we use structural adhesive? I have built airplanes with structural adhesive, but I have had a lot of trouble with ferrous metals as a substrate. Aluminum, I never have problem. Plastics, I never have problem. Steel, I don't know. Maybe I'm probably not using the right adhesives. I don't know. Two types of T10. Muncie was engineered Saginaw. Balls. Okay. You may think, okay, I read that. 3M has it in the two-part with mixing solution gun, worth looking into. Yeah, that 3M's got so much. I've got some 3M. Oh God, what's that stuff called? It's the same stuff they hold the foam on the side of that big tank on the that's strapped onto the shuttle, the space shuttle. The one that the foam came off of and damaged the leading edge. We had 55-gallon drums of that stuff where I worked, and that stuff worked quite well. But we were bonding aluminum and plastic together. You can gag me with a spoon, okay? Well, I have a Saginaw 4-speed that my dad took out of a '69 Camaro V28 Goes through the DZ302. Life begins above 7K. Muncie's got stolen a lot, and Saginaw replaced them in cars. The '69 Z28 always had Muncie's from the factory. Josh Holman, the Fokker, or Fokker, depending on how you like the pronunciation, Fellowship was built with adhesives. Yeah, the Titan Tornado and the Titan Mustang both. We riveted, but we prepped all the surfaces. We bonded everything with a urethane adhesive, and then some places with epoxy, depending on where it was, and we used epoxy that was somewhat resilient instead of rock hard brittle stuff. I don't remember the number on that 3M epoxy. That was the stuff they used on the space shuttle. And I can't remember the name of that. I have it all written down. But anyway, the thing about riveting an airplane together, when you bond it, the rivets become an anti-peel device. The load is actually carried through the adhesives, and the reason I like the rivets, besides that, is because you got amateur builders out there, and you don't know how well they prep the surfaces. You don't know the temperatures, the cure temperatures, and all this kind of stuff. You put it all in instructions, but you don't know what they do. So I'm a little afraid of not having rivets as an anti-peel device when you have amateur builders. So I did that. Dean Stevenson, such a great package. The Saginaw was used on our Monaro GTS 327s, and it got replaced with Muncie when the GTS 350 came out. Greenberg, even with the last year, they have improved the 3M adhesives with the right prep steel. It won't disappoint. Yeah, and then there's all the other things. Temperature, surface prep, all that kind of thing. Yeah, I did a lot of bonding. And even in our factory, we had a problem. We're in Ohio, and it was cold in the winter. Trying to get the boss to keep the temperatures up in the building was hard. He wanted us all freezing in there because it was cheaper. And I had a big wing tool that we built wings in. And what I did eventually, because we put a wing in there and then the adhesives wouldn't cure right, we'd have to reject the wing. That's terrible. That's so costly, you know. So what I did was I bought a bunch of electric blankets and draped them all over this tool. So as soon as we put we get 3 or 4 people, just assemble this thing quickly, get it into the fixture, get the fixture closed, tighten it up, check everything with smart levels, make sure everything was where it was supposed to be, and then drape electric blankets over it and let it sit for 24 hours. Man, that worked quite well.
Giving away trade secrets.
No, I'm not. I mean, okay, Titan's gone. I mean, somebody bought the company, but they don't know what they do.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
I mean, I've said if they want some help with something, give me a call, you know. They don't call. I guess they know it all. I don't know. Because there's things that...
Well, you didn't design that plane.
Yeah, I didn't design that plane. I know, there's all kinds of people out there say they designed that plane. There was a guy in France said he designed the plane. I talked to him once. Yeah. There's a line of Saginaw 3 and 4 speeds lying in my yard. They're my dad's transmissions. That's what Finish says. Dean, the 197 Holden HQ Monaro GTS 350 was a primary Model T used the Muncie 4-speed gearbox factory-fitted component. The Muncie M code. The Saginaw wasn't strong enough for the 350 HT and HG Monaros, and bang, 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 bang. Actually, I think the mic's picking that up. I don't think it's shutting the mic up.
Does anybody watch Carter's Auto Restyling? I like that guy a lot. He's really amusing and entertaining.
Josh Holman says, "Well, at least the wings were comfortable." Oh man, when I started,
hey, give him the camera.
When I started doing the electric blankets, man, we'd pull those things out the next morning. We'd get in there. We didn't even have to do them 24 hours. At that temperature, 6 hours was enough. I think 6 hours was enough. And it would, okay, you're like right in your...
Go ahead to the double camera.
That's not a good view. Okay, there.
Okay, now, am I in focus?
I don't know. I think so. So, it was really nice to go in there first thing in the morning when it's cold and open that all up and have the adhesives just perfect, you know. And then there's all the Grumman airplanes that have wing skins all bonded on and everything. Then Australians made their own M19, M20, M21. All Australian gearboxes when the 350 was let go in 73. 202s, 253, 308. V's got that gearbox. It was used till 84. See those? I guess it's the 308. That's a V8 I used to see in the Australian magazines, but we never had that here. Oh, 1971. You dropped the number. Okay. Mr. Campo, did you know that the Vega in 1971 had an Opel 4-speed? It was junk, so they started putting the Saginaws in there. I don't know. Both my Vegas had automatics in them. And most of the Vegas I worked on had 283s or 327s, maybe a couple of 350s. You know, a 283 was a engine that was really available back in the 70s. There were a lot of them around. People wanted the bigger engines. But you put a 283 in a Vega, that made a really nice car, you know. And I did cooling systems on quite a few of them.
Okay, come and check my work. I am going to weld.
Mohawk says, I never knew Ford made a Mustang station wagon in 65, 66, but now I guess they did. I think they made one that was a what do you call it, a concept vehicle, but I don't think they made any. I had the Opel 4-speed and some Holdens, same piece of junk, the Filipino box, bit better but still rubbish. Okay, you need help with what?
Come and look at the way I have this clip. Tell me what you think. I'm going to use extra material. I think it's warranted, and I was not spending it. I'm going to put this like this, and then I'm going to weld. Look, I'm going to weld.
What you move?
I'm going to weld. Can they see?
I don't know if they can see. Maybe.
They can see. So I'm going to weld that flat-wise, and then I'm going to weld this face-wise. I'll have to bend it.
I understand why you're doing that. It's going to make it. It's not making it deeper because you're going along the outside edge.
See, but if I try and make a radius on
no,
that.
I know what you're doing. You're gonna. This is like being it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, this is perfect. It's not what I thought you were doing. Now I understand.
It wasn't what I planned to do.
No, but it's a good idea.
I think it's going to be
So
way easier to.
Are you going to tack this in a few places and then put that on? How are you going to do this?
I'm going to tack this all the way down and then put this.
Okay, that's what I asked. Okay, we're saying the same thing. Okay, I thought you were going to. At first, I thought you were going to try to hold all these pieces. No, that was not work. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is really good, and it'll make that a nice stiff edge. You'll have a place to weld that won't burn up the steel. Yeah, I understand. I get it.
Because if we weld two pieces like that, as soon as we start grinding, the weld's going to be gone, and we're going to have holes.
No, this is perfect. Yeah, you're right.
We'll almost
You thought that out really well.
Yeah, I didn't want to spend the money on the materials, but
just let Kim think it out. It's usually going to be right. Not very often she and I disagree, except she'll disagree with me when she's right. Because she's right more than I am. Oh, man. Something I've said about her is that I wish to hell she would have been out there in that test site with us doing the airplanes. The only thing that she's not familiar with is the airplanes. But I could have brought her up to speed on that like in a week, you know, because she figures stuff out and she's pretty good at it. So I enjoy working with her. Okay, a Vega deserves to be thrown in the trash, says Vintage. Well, you know, actually, I like those things.
some of those cars, people miss them now.
What I don't like about them is they, even in a dry environment, they rusted, you know, but Vegas were a nice car to drive when they weren't all rusty. JB Soto Shop, the 283 was the most durable engine that GM made. Those things would take a beating and come back for more. I had a good friend that had a little Vega hatchback, 283 two-barrel, with exhaust manifolds, not basically a stock engine. He probably did a little port work on the heads or something. He worked in a machine shop, so he probably did something to it. But basically, it was a two-barrel engine with exhaust manifolds. And it was in a Vega with a power glide. And I did the cooling system on it. And it was so reliable, and it would go fine because it's a little lightweight car. And he drove that thing for years. And yeah, what a nice little car, you know. What's this? Leanbird says the 302 Cleveland in 69 and 70 from the boss was here. Wasn't that like some from down under, the 302 Cleveland? Not the best with the durability, yeah. Anyway, 283 is small, about the same amount of work as a 350. So why? Oh, the reason you did the 283 is because nobody wanted them.
They're
It's
like
a cheap
305.
engine. You take it apart, put cast iron rings in it, put it together. It didn't cost you anything, Put it in a Vega. Nice little, great little runaround car. And the Vega engine was not a great little runaround car. It was a pain in the ass. I had them, It's like, I always laugh. My Vega, every tank of gas was 2 quarts oil. Carried a case of oil in the trunk. And I went through a lot of cases of oil. We used the Opel gearbox till 81 in 4-cylinder Tiranas and Sunbirds, like the H-carb at rack contains steering and no torque tube like certain high-performance later models of the Vega. I don't know much about a Tirana. I see them, Tirana or Tirana, how you pronounce it, but I remember seeing those things in magazines. I kind of liked them. But, JB, that's because Buick designed the small box Chevy had. Greenberg. Torque arm on H body started about 76. Yeah, I don't remember when the Monza came out. That's probably about right. Okay, okay, Sparks. Let it cool. Okay, Finish says, I hate that everyone calls my Pinto a Vega. Therefore, I've grown to hate them. You know what? Back in the day, nobody would have done that because they are such different cars, and everybody knew the difference. Today, I've seen people look at an old Toyota Corolla, like from the 70s, and call it a Pinto because they just see an old small car, Dean Stevens, Vegemite, like Vegemite. Out of the test site, we had a guy out there from Australia working with us for a while, and he just couldn't get a visa to stay here any longer. They wanted to hire him full time, but he's a good guy. But he always had Vegemite in the refrigerator. Yeah. Don Hardy had tips for headers and different mount factory manifolds. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff for swaps like that. Yeah, that was one of my most popular radiators I made was for V8 Vegas. Greenberg says, no, all Boss 302s have Cleveland 302s. You mean Cleveland, like Cleveland-like heads? So I was trying to say, and that was here. Yeah, I remember there was a Boss 302 that the head looked like a Cleveland head, but yeah, that's a pretty rare engine and pretty expensive and everything. Hippie Long says, 2 more matches, so I'll hang. Being closed chamber 302, four I guess those are 4-barrel heads on small block 302, Boss 302. Just pistons were the unique part. You couldn't add 351 Cleveland pistons to a 302. Yeah, I guess not. Pinto was shaped like a little toad. Vega Fastback was sleek and flowing, good-looking lines, no similarity. You know what? On my Vega, I had 2 Vegas. I had a little wagon, and that was a piece of shit. It was rusty car. I got it for nothing. I drove it around for a while. Sold it for a few more bucks than I bought it for. My other Vega was the little sedan. It wasn't the hatchback, and it was just a car I drove around for a while. Used a lot of oil. So Pintos, like vintage Pinto was a wagon. Mine were all wagons that I converted to the little vans. So it almost looks like it dips down in the middle.
Mike, it can be fixed.
Yeah, that'll be fixed with that web you're gonna put in there.
Well, I mean, it'll bend with a dolly, hammer dolly for easy now.
Dean says Toronto is an English H car, not the same as an H car Vega. After Monza. You know, the thing I remember about the Monzas, that the Monza, and then what were there was an old and a Pontiac, and was there a Buick? What I remember, those big old doors open and they almost always they fall down. And I rebushed so many of those doors because they just wear out. Vegas pretty ugly. Pinto has far superior lines. The Pinto wagon is far better. Yeah, the Pinto wagon, and especially the little vans, man. I like those things. I had several of them. Wish I still had one. In '69, it got. Oh, what happened?
I just turned it over.
You turned it off? Okay.
Yeah. I'm low energy tonight. I mean, I think we've gotten some progress, but I just am not go like I usually try to be.
How are you feeling? We've been here 3 hours online, and we were here before.
I know. I feel like I've probably done enough.
Okay, so we got to let that stuff cool off, and then.
Are you at a stopping point with these conversations, or do you want to finish up some of the stuff you're talking about?
Well, we just keep talking.
There's a bunch of people. Thank you, everyone here, for
silly. This is
keeping us entertained while we're working.
Don't make that roof look like my attempted son. No, because she's gonna put a web. She's putting that flat on there, so there'll be something to weld to, because the edge is really hard to weld to. And then she has another piece that's curved like this, that's like a web, and it's 16th inch, so it's pretty hefty, and it'll go on there, and it'll be like a flat trailing edge. It won't be round. It'll be a flat trailing edge, and I think it'll look fine.
Oh, we'll be able to put a little radius on it. It'll be all right.
I suppose. I think it'll be fine. I'm gonna like it.
It's gonna be awesome. It'll be impressive, because I'm spending the extra money to put the materials into it instead of being chintzy.
Oh, JG Mopar says I have to hit the hay. Have a great night, Buff and Kim.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah, thanks for being here. And what did you say we were? UDX 76? I got to remember this. UDX 76? I don't know if he's still here. Let's see here. Mark, I had a 78 Monza Spider with a built 400 small block. It would fire the crap out of that little 13-inch wheel. Yeah, and of course, the Monzas came with V8s in them, so you could
just drop right in there.
You put any small block Chevy in.
Wow,
that's
crazy.
It was tight up in there, but yeah. Vega looked like a mini Camaro. Pinto didn't look like any other Ford. You ever seen look up Pinto Pangra?
Granddad's junk fell asleep. That's okay. He falls asleep during a bunch of lives.
Pinto Pangra was a front end kit for the Pinto, and I thought it was a really good looking thing, and it especially looked good on the wagons. It's fiberglass front fenders and stuff. Hard as hell to find. I find one every once in a while, but usually people know what they have and they want too much money for them. And it's like, am I really going to buy another Pinto? Probably not. Yeah, vintage. Look up a Pinto Pangra. You'll be looking for one of those for your wagons. They're pretty good looking. 71 Torino, which was sold in Australia for a time, used to break windscreens because of chassis flex. Really? That's why the Australian XA Falcon was so much stronger. Both came from the same design. The XA Falcon looked better.
They learned their lesson.
But I didn't know. I never knew about the windshields breaking.
Dang.
Leanbird says small bumper Pintos did look good, but later ones with the park bench bumpers not so much. Yeah, I agree. But yeah. What can you do when they legislate that in? You gotta live with it or take them off and design a roll pan or something. And then during that period of time, the police were like their eyeballs were looking for people with modified bumpers or missing bumpers, and they'd swoop in on you and write you a ticket.
It was the biggest criminal offense out there.
It was crazy. Yeah, you could do some horrendous stuff and not get in trouble. But man, you take your bumper off.
Better have the right bumper.
You better have the right bumper. Yeah. Let's see. They do look pretty good on the wagon. It would fix my broken grill. I'm not sure what he's saying. Are you looking at the Panger? The Panger uses the grill, but outboard of the grill it's different, and the hood slopes down more.
Mr. Cordova's worried we're going to break the window due to torque. No.
There's a lot of ribs in that, so it's not like a flat panel that all warps. I think it'll be okay.
It's going to twist the same amount as with the old roof.
Oh, you're talking about when we're driving. Oh, that thing is. Why would it do that? I mean, that thing's going to be welded all the way around.
Yeah,
it's going to be. It's probably be stiffer than it was, and it's smaller, so it'll be stiffer than it was in the truck. So.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to put 1,000 pounds in the bed and go off jumps with it. Then we'll break it. That will break it.
I was planning on putting some Hemi engines back there and hauling them.
Well, it'll probably break the windows.
I am back. What did I walk into? Oh man, you walked into almost the end. We're coasting down.
Oh, you
Oh, you want to do something?
We made steps toward the future turbo del Campo. You'll see this. You'll observe that this manifold now is being welded.
Yeah, but I didn't have a good enough. I didn't have a big enough torch.
Yeah, but now
torch tip.
Now we know what we need to do.
So
knowing is what is it? What is knowing? What do they say about knowing? Don't tell. Anybody who types it gets points. Because now we know.
Two-barrel Holly Weber. Wish I would have taken nursing school to deal with this stuff, man. Yeah, you're dealing with something tough there.
And the other thing we're working on is that back window.
Oops.
You know what? That the camera makes this look more warped than it is. It's the camera angle.
Yeah, you know what? I that's what I saw, and I turned around and looked at it. I thought, oh yeah, that's not warped. And
it is a little.
And when you put the web on it, that'll go away. It'll have to go away.
You'll straighten it up.
Yeah, it'll have to go away.
Well, you can make it whatever you want.
Knowing is half the battle.
That's right. Buddy Carfano gets 2 points.
No.
Vintage Adventure gets 2 points.
Vintage got it first.
He just typed it faster. It's
he
not
typed fast.
Anybody who typed it in.
Kilobits shot out faster.
That's right. You have faster kilobits.
His kilobits came from Oklahoma, not so far away as Buddy Carfano.
Oh, buddy, you need to get closer so you can get points easier.
Kim's telling me to make sure the wires go straight because not around a curve because the electrons will go faster. What were you telling me that on?
Don't leave it in you got to straighten the extension cord out or else the
cord.
electrons will get dizzy going around in a circle. Kim fixes it. Kim fabs his things. It's fabrication. Custom.
Tell will make you guys honorary spelled the British way.
Honorary Aussies?
With the U.
Aussie.
You know, I'm don't discredit me like that. Oh, yeah, I said torch tip, except it came out titch torp or something. I jumbled that up. So, I don't remember now. Dean got me. Dean distracted me. Not as warped as me. Man. What I'm looking forward to is driving this thing around a little bit and letting it's just kind of reaction from people. I bet a few people know what it's supposed to be. Like, oh, did that come from Australia? Yeah, but most people don't have any clue what it is. Is that a Fairlane? Like with your dart?
Get to enjoy it.
Or dart. Is that a Fairlane?
You know what? There's some really cool people at the local car show, and I would like to, take it there just to have people to talk to about it, get people's opinions. It's fun.
Yeah, and don't tighten the zip ties too tight because it squeezes the wire and restricts the electron flow.
It'll build up, and you'll get a they'll get a bubble of electrons that'll pop. The
Oh,
wire
and then
will
they'll
pop.
have to shoot through
They'll
this.
just fly out everywhere. Kevin Smith says, keep the welds cool and you'll be fine. Yeah, I just do a little piece. Here, I'll show you.
Oh yeah, she did a bunch of. Oh, you're gonna show what you did. You
Yeah,
did a bunch
I'll
of.
get up
See,
there.
you can see the distance between the
I'll
welds.
get up there to real nice. Real nice.
Put some corks on your cap. Carry a large nut. What the hell is that? Is that something they do down under?
Maybe.
Okay.
You never
It
know.
lift right in the center, just slightly. I want to see what that looks like in this camera view. Oh, what happened?
Oh, I bumped it. Stupid. Oh, it came back.
It came back. That's good.
Over here.
Oh,
Is
geez.
it in focus?
Oh, it's enough, yeah. Oh man, you're dragging all kinds of cords and stuff up on the side of the car. I knew something was gonna unplug. Yeah, you were dragging a bunch of cords and they something.
Did it come back?
It came back. It came back.
There's the weld.
And then
Just a short weld.
if you show what the web's gonna look like. Todd saw y'all are night owls. Yeah, we do. Sometimes we work and we're getting tired and it's getting cold, and I'm like, we should go home, and then we take a little longer, and then we open the door to go home, and it's light out. We go, whoops,
Oh, that has happened. Yeah.
whoops.
We got this. Oh man, this piece here. We'll weld it up to it.
That'll be the trailing edge, and then we'll have it like a radius underneath that to the cab.
All right, turn this camera off. Someone
It's
gets to see.
better than my Studebaker. The Studebaker, that's another project we have. Studebaker's project, the aluminum car project, this project.
That seemed out of reach at one point, but maybe.
What, the aluminum car?
All of it.
All of it, yeah.
Did you think we would ever get this far on this project? Like you dreamed we would, but did you ever think that we really would?
You know, I thought about making the Studebaker into a Ute at one time, but there weren't any, and why do that to it, So.
Buddy Carfana says, I'd be happy driving any car. I understand, buddy. There was a long time that I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair, and it sucked. I mean, by a long time, it was a couple months, but it felt like eternity. Kevin says maybe shorten the welds. It looks kind of long.
Well, you go in there and you'll redo them until it's done. You just do, between and
You're
then
right,
between and
Kevin.
then between.
They did. I was getting really brave with it because the thick metal underneath was soaking up the heat real good.
That's why it didn't warp the sheet metal.
Yeah, but
But yeah, you got to be careful. But what do I know? What but like a butt weld? You need a chauffeur. What is the landaulet? What is that?
I don't know what a landaulet is, but I know what a chauffeur is.
Why is your bed burning?
How can we sleep when our beds are burning?
I don't know what that is. Group of Valentino.
How do we dance while the world keeps turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning?
Where's the new one?
I don't even remember the rest of the song. I just remember that one line.
You made a really big.
Oh, did I? I think it fell on the
and it's tapered.
ground. Oh, does it? It's uneven.
It's a tapered coil. Oh! That's a big reach, Ken. You almost took everything down.
It's like a Christmas doily.
This thing's tapered a little bit, not a lot, but this came
like
off the roof.
A giant razor sharp Christmas doily.
Because it belongs to them, we're gonna give it a. Granddad, that's going to look real cool, I must confess. I was concerned about chopping up a good car. It's looking good.
I know. Well, you have to take your and just like.
Just like.
Oh well.
Just like anything, this I go. And do we really want to do this? take a deep breath and start cutting. You know, it's like I guess we're in it now.
It's
So,
like it's chopped now. Let's do it. Now we got to work on it. Put it back together.
I built some airplanes that have bubble canopy, and you buy the bubble, and it's one big piece. It's one big sheet that has this bubble blown in it. But you have to cut the bubble out of the big sheet, and then the front part's a windshield, and the back part is the part that slides back. So you've got to cut that, and it's plexiglass, not Lexan. So it's brittle as hell. And you got to cut that around there. And in the instructions on the airplane, it tells you all about warming it, making sure it's at least 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and all this kind of stuff. And then it says, take a look at it and take a deep breath and start cutting. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a fun one.
Kevin Smith suggests they make heat paste to keep the metal from warping.
Yeah, they do.
I have never used that for welding, but I've definitely used it for soldering and brazing. And a lot of times we just use like a wet rag.
A wet rag works well because of the thickness of that. You know, it's 16th inch. It's actually 060, which is 2000s off of 16th, but it's 060 material. So that, and she's keeping the heat on that, and then going into the sheet metal. So a lot of that heat's on.
And there's a lot of overlap, so there's a lot of that thicker metal underneath. Yeah. But
it's still I was surprised how big it.
Gotta go really easy. That was a little bit overkill. I'm gonna go easier next time. I got a little brave. I got a little bold, and it didn't burn me yet.
You got away with it.
Yet. I don't want to burn a big hole in the roof. That sucks.
My ex used to make dollies, wanted to choke with doilies. Oh man. You remember people taking like big doilies and putting it over something and then painting it, and then you peel the thing off? I don't think those were doilies, but they were like a big pattern, and they put the pattern like on the roof of the car and paint it, then peel it off, and you had the negative on the car, and then shoot clear over it.
Kevin Smith says it's an exciting project, and he's sad that he can't be here to see more. We leave the lives up, but I know there's a lot of it's a lot to watch.
Go in if you want to watch the lives again. Go in and turn the speed up on it. I mean, it has that option. Just you go through, you hear us talking, going, and then you see a part you like, slow it back down and watch that, and then go again. So instead of being 3 hours, it'll be like an hour and a half. Just look at the parts you like. That used to make. Okay, I read that. I love it when you speak like an Aussie, Kevin. You were fine on that corner. Okay, Kim.
Yeah, it went good. We didn't record enough long form stuff, but I've got more stuff to put together to show you guys what's going on. I try to get some stuff with the GoPro that we can put on long form content, and then I try and like speed that up, compile it to just the best parts so you can like follow along, and so I try and give that to you guys too. Yeah, we're just trying. We enjoy sharing it with you. We appreciate the people who are able to come in and stop in and visit and see what we're doing in live, how the project's going, and I'm excited. It's moving along. It's a lot of work, but it is moving along in a good direction that I'm happy about. If we can just keep this place from getting too cold, we'll be all right.
Well, it's 42 degrees outside right now. And tomorrow, wow, in the morning, it starts cooling off. It's going to go down into the 30s again.
Oh, jeez. I just don't want it to go back into the 20s. That is unbearable. You cannot.
Oh, it's tomorrow night, it's in the 20s. 26 degrees by midnight tomorrow night.
Kevin Smith asks, Buff, can I send you a link to the fellow that's doing a bio about my car modeling gig?
Well, of course. You got my email address?
I'm not sure what he means, but yeah, send it.
Yeah, send on my email, buffdelcampo@gmail. Red Hornet.
Have we thought about putting a couple of buckets in the back of that and making it a brat?
No, we've talked about it. We
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
we have talked about it, but I think it's more in
Who's
silliness.
going to sit back there?
It's more in silliness than reality. Yeah, because then we could, it's not a truck. It's not a truck anyway.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll put tracks in the bed so that the seats can clip in or out. And then we can put them in when we know we're going to need them. And when we do that, we'll have decals that we stick on the side that say Brat, so people can really...
The good thing is we live in Tennessee. When I go to register this thing, well, it's already registered. I just haven't paid it recently. I just go in there and I pay it. Nobody asks to see it. Nobody inspects it. Nobody does anything. You just pay it. Put the sticker on it. Cops aren't going to know the difference anyway. They're going to look at it and go, "Oh, look at that old car."
We're not going to take it out on the road until it's
the cops are all like 25 years old anyway. They were born 20 years after this was built. They don't even know what they're looking at.
That would be good. That would be good entertainment if I was back there filming some.
That Kim would love riding in the back. She can film where she's been. Film where she's been.
Mm-hmm.
I told somebody one time I said something about a map, and the guy goes, "A map?" I go, "Yeah, a map. That's the opposite of a rearview mirror. A map tells you where you're going. A rearview mirror tells you where you've been." So a map and a rearview mirror opposite. Oh man.
Wendy wants my address for a Christmas card. Wendy, do you have my phone number handy? Because if you do, if you can just send me a hello so your name comes up in my messages easily, and I'll text it to you. Because it's been a while since we exchanged a text. I might have a hell of a time finding your number in the bottom of my phone.
I was going to give her, what I do is find it.
What's that?
Because I don't always remember shit real well.
The P.O. Box?
The P.O. Box.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and give her the P.O. Box. But you can...
Bustel, Campo, or Kim. Kim fixes things. P.O. Box 103, Cunningham, Tennessee 37052. Should I put it in here?
If you'd like to type it in, yeah.
It's too hard.
Says,
too hard to write Cunningham.
It's better to be rich than famous, Kevin, but, well, cope with your biography if it's not 100% true. I'm a sucker for a good auto pen biography. On Facebook. That sounds good, Wendy. I'll do it when
Facebook.
I'll try to remember to do it as soon as I get back to the house.
What? Man, Red Hornet just got here. I feel bad leaving because people are just coming in.
I know.
But I guess that always happens. That always happens.
We'll be here next time. Next time we're on is Tuesday night. That's in the studio. We'll have our picture show. What's our topic for Tuesday night? Did we decide on one? We were all over the map.
Like cars we shouldn't have.
Ones that got away.
Cars that got away from us, yeah. They ran off by themselves.
Story. No, it's going to be stories.
Because we sold them or gave them away, like my Corvette.
Missed opportunities.
It's like the Corvette, I had no place for it. I was out of money. I was like, couldn't register it. Gave it away. Then I came here and I got all the room in the world and I got cheap registration here and no inspections. I could have that Corvette, but the time was wrong. Just happened. And I gave it away. But the guy I gave it to, driving it, or was driving it. Just send it to me there.
I got it, Wendy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Figured it out. Whatever you're doing, figure it out.
Yes.
Okay. You guys got that figured out.
We will be back also after we do Tuesday in the studio. We start at 7. And Thursday, we start at 10.
We're already done with shop
Saturday,
videos.
we start. What's that?
We're already done with shop videos for this week.
I know we don't have another shop video for a couple of days. That means we have to get some stuff done so they have something to see next week. because they don't want to just see the same thing. They want to see progress. So we got to get working.
Stevenson, I was a good little boy. After I gave up sex, drugs, and rock and roll, I became a traveling evangelist when I was 7.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Who was it said? I spent most of my money on wine, women, and song, and I wasted the rest of it. Oh, that was one of the old, I don't remember who that was. It's one of the silent movie actors.
All right, guys. That's it. We're done. Oh, you made it to the end. If you are still here, you get 3 points. Even if you're not live, if you're watching afterwards and you've watched it all the way to the end, you get 3 points. Thank you so much, guys. And we are going to get the hammer and vice grips and get her done. As Red Hornet said, we'll see you all next time. Thank you so much.